Hey, we're back square, by the way. We're going for 2 tonight. 2. 'Cause I lost last week.
What's your score prediction? I'm saying 38-17 Mustangs.
I'm going to go.
The Oologah Mustang Network is on the air. And this is Mustang Football.
Let's go!
And now, here's your host, Brent Kellogg, Kevin Hogue, and Blake Salt.
You know, there's a Swedish word, gatloop, gatlop. It comes from the word gata, meaning lane or course running. And the English language borrowed the word in the 17th century, most likely during the 30 Years' War. I know you didn't sign up to come to history class tonight, but it's where we get the phrase run the gauntlet. Okay. And it described where a soldier, as a form of punishment, would run down a lane between 2 rows of soldiers who were armed with clubs, and then they would just go to whacking on him, right? So we use the term run the gauntlet to refer to a tough season, a hard course of action, and I would use that phrase to kind of talk about the 2021 campaign, specifically the first 4 games for the Oologah Mustangs. We have literally run the gauntlet. We opened season with what was number 1, a class above us in Class 5A with Collinsville. Very impressive quarterback, Carney. Now is hurt. No one can tell us. Like when I talk to sports guys, they don't know what his status is. And they have steamrolled teams, not only us. They are sitting at 4-0. I don't know there's a lot of people that can even stop them. A lot of people have them circled when it comes to Class 5A getting all the way to the gold ball game, right? Then week 2 was Class 5A. Again, above us, Claremore. They were the only unranked team that we haven't played. That game probably a little bit deceiving to us. Then week 3, a road trip to who was then, I think, ranked number 7 in Hilldale. And then last week, a very good number 6 Grove came to town. Great, probably one of the best first halves of football, and then they just decided to go off.
Yes, they
in
did.
the second half of football. So it feels like our first 4 games we have run the gauntlet, which brings us to tonight. Homecoming of 2021 for the Mustangs, and the Skiatook Bulldogs have come to town. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg. I'm joined by Kevin Hogue, and the very young yet handsome Blake Salt will be on the sidelines with us tonight. Gentlemen, there's just something special about a Friday night homecoming game in high school football.
I agree, and this week's even better. We kind of got out of all the COVID protocols of last year. We had a great homecoming parade last night and a great pep rally out here. Hundreds of people here. Just had a blast all week, and it culminates here with homecoming, with the football game, with the Stallion Battalion. I'm fired up. I'm excited.
We're going to talk about a lot of the stuff that's going on in our pregame show. If you're joining us, take just a second, hit that share button. Maybe you want to copy that link, put it on Facebook if you're watching on the YouTube. And shout out. There's a restaurant around here that broadcasts the game. So big shout
Absolutely.
out. Absolutely.
Or House. Thank you very much.
So thank you guys for streaming the game. So, gentlemen, before we go to our first break, because we've got TJ Eckert coming up, a conversation with Coach Wagner took place earlier in the week. Just want to throw this out there. I feel good about tonight. I really do. Like in my predictions, I've got the Mustangs to win. As I talked with Coach Wagner, they feel good about tonight as well. But this kind of feels like, not so much from the X's and O's standpoint, but between the ears, this feels like a must-win ball game for the Mustangs to kind of set the trajectory for the rest of the season.
That's a good word. I like that trajectory word. A win here kind of springboards us to the upcoming weeks. One thing I appreciate about the coaches, and Coach Wagner especially, is his demeanor never changes. He's fired up. He's going to have our kids ready to play. I know they're excited to get back after last week. They had some success but couldn't capitalize with a W, and I think we get it done tonight.
Blake, it just feels like that the Mustangs really need to win, and they almost need to win big.
Absolutely they do. I think they need to go out and they need to just, come out guns a-blazing and just hang as many points as we can and just let everybody know that we're here and we're ready to play football.
Absolutely. We're going to take our first break. We'll come back. TJ Eckert, Coach Wagner. It is the Advanced Homes Mustang Tailgate Show. Hit the share button. Hit the subscribe button. And the Mustangs are on the air. We'll be back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
Hey, Mustang family, I'm back again with Coach Wagner. It is homecoming week. We got the Skiatook Bulldogs tonight. So talk to me a little bit about how preparation's been this week. Being homecoming week, does that change anything?
Really hadn't been too much different for us. I mean, we've been on a normal schedule. We had the parade and festivities tonight and stuff like that. And it really hasn't had an impact on our preparation. It's been a good week. We're excited, ready to go.
Good. So Skiatook, talk to me a little bit about the challenges that they're going to present tonight.
Well, they're running the wing T on offense, so that's different than what we didn't actually have this game last year.
Yeah.
It got canceled on a Wednesday afternoon when they went into quarantine, and they were offense similar to ours, running some split zone and inside zone, and now this year they're a wing T offense. So it's been a challenge probably with our scout team this week. It's not something that we typically see or do a whole lot. So that's going to be challenging. Defensively, really going to have to read our read keys and be disciplined and stuff like that, not be chasing the ball or running backs, but reading the offensive line scheme.
Sure. So with our preparation, we got some kids back last week. Healthy Aiden Trimble, Nate Morrow. It was great. I think it really gave us a shot in the arm in the run game, so to speak. Really seemed to run the ball well, especially in the first half. Is that kind of your takeaway?
Yeah, I mean, no doubt about it. I mean, if you go back to last week, we had a decent night offensively. We drive down. We got 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line for a chance to go up 2 scores, to go up 11. On 3rd down, we call a middle screen that gets a little deflection. It gets intercepted. They go down and score. I felt like that with their score at the end of the first half really changed the complexion of it. But having those guys back is a huge boost to us. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. We're a different team when we have them on the field.
Sure. Yeah, Aiden's a big vocal leader, I think, being a senior. And he just plays the right way. I talk about it all the time, like he always falls forward. I've never seen him not fall forward. He just runs really hard. So any final thoughts for tonight's game? What is it going to take to be successful?
Well, I think number one, don't turn the football over, which we did last week. Part of that stuff, we did some good things defensively and then didn't get off the field on 3rd and long. And then the offense shot itself in the foot a couple times and set up a couple of those scores. And that really changed the complexion of it. So it's just be smart, take care of the ball, be solid. And defensively, we got to stop the run. I mean, period. They're going to run the football and we got to man up and stop it. We do those things. I really like our chances.
Yeah, me too. So I'm excited, and we will be right back with more after this.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Welcome back, the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show. My man, the guy that is just one of the most positive people you will ever talk to. Sports Director for News Channel 8, TJ Eckert. TJ, going to dodge some storms tonight, but we're still going to try to play football.
You know, Brent, they don't really care too much about us, the personalities, more so than they care about our cameras. So camera will be well protected. We'll see if I can get a poncho on or something.
You know, you would think Dan Threlkel could, hey, I appreciate the rain, appreciate the cooler weather, but somebody's going to have to talk to him.
Move it to a later day in the week or like a Tuesday or something, right?
A couple of big games going on tonight, too. One that's not high school, but TU's playing tonight.
Yeah, kind of a weird one. A little Friday night at H.A. Chapman Stadium. Tulsa's hosting Houston. TU's 1-3, Houston's 3-1, but, we were talking about it before we started. This is a team that is much better than the 1-3 record that they're showing right now. Davis Brin played pretty well last week in their first win against Arkansas State. And once you taste success and taste a win, sometimes that's all it takes. And so opening up a American Conference play tonight, fired up to see how Tulsa looks in a conference game. Houston looked decent at non-con, but we'll see what Tulsa can bring. That defense is still loaded.
A couple of cool games on the schedule tonight. I think your game of the week, Jinx at Broken Arrow. I think a lot of eyes going to be on that score.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. And it's interesting. We're, week 5 or whatever it is, if you're counting 0 week. But Broken Arrow playing their first game at home of the season. Really strange. Their first 4 have been away from the So this is also Josh Blankenship's first game at home as the head coach of the Broken Arrow Tigers. And, taking on Jinx, who obviously defending state champion. So this will be an interesting one. This is where the district will be decided pretty much for them. Is the winner of this game will have the edge in that. So it should be a fun one.
A game I've kind of got circled up. We're going to be checking that score tonight because we played them to start our season. Collinsville, they're just good. They're going to do some things in 5A. Sapulpa's down in terms of in a different class. Sapulpa's played 6A2 for a long time. They're now in 5A. I think both of those teams come into tonight's game ranked.
Yeah, should be a good one there too. Collinsville, as you know, you saw Andrew Carney and what he can do. But he's been banged up a little bit. Got hurt, I think, in the second game of the season, maybe. And they've shown that they're not just the Andrew Carney show. Braden Gilkey's played well when he's needed to. So Collinsville is a threat in 5A. They might be. I don't know if they'll be the favorite, but they're close to the favorite in 5A. And then Sapulpa, as you mentioned, played 6A2. Got new head coach Tim Holt there. But games in Sapulpa, a little bit of a drive for Collinsville. You never know. This will be an interesting one. Ryder
Cup. Let's just go here. What's the new topic? What are you guys going to be talking about on the next episode of the Plugged Lie?
Yeah, Plugged Lie. We just had an episode come out yesterday with the Ryder Cup recap, which was a lot of fun. Always fun recapping a United States win. Here's what you need to keep an eye on. And Brent, I know you're an Oklahoma State fan. The Sanderson Farms Championship is this week. It's down in Jackson, Mississippi. Bunch of Oklahoma State Cowboys, former OSU Cowboys playing in it. Matt Wolf's there, but then one guy who is currently at OSU, Eugenio Lopez Shakara, he's also in the field playing as an amateur, got an exemption into the event. So keep an eye on him. We'll have a recap of that event, and we'll obviously the fall events may not be the headliners, but this is where you see a lot of guys pick up their first wins. See a lot of guys earn quite a bit of status, earn quite a bit of money, and so we're going to be talking with a lot of those players, those local guys who are playing in these events. Taylor Moore, Josh Creel, some local guys from the Edmond area that you want to keep an eye on. We'll be doing a bunch of recaps and a bunch of interviews with those guys. So should be a lot of fun with Plug Live.
If you like to talk golf, this is the podcast for it and getting out all the podcast platforms. And so check it out. TJ, hope you guys have a great night tonight. We appreciate your time as always.
You bet. You guys stay dry.
We will be back with more of the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show right after this.
Rod Henry Construction has been in the business
Let
of
Advance-
installing and manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Home Builders Association and the Better Business Bureau. You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. For manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair, give Rod Henry Construction a call, 918-371-1207. And go Mustangs!
And welcome back to the Advance Home Tailgate Show. Good chatting with Coach Wagner and our very own TJ Eckert. Some actually really good games going on in northeastern Oklahoma tonight. We'll do our best, keep you updated on those scores. At halftime, we visit with Grant Merrill. They are on the Sports Animal, and they do a statewide broadcast, and they've got some big games they're watching on tonight. So excited. Man, it's just a beautiful night for football.
It's great.
It's just the weather. I mean, I think we're going to have a great crowd tonight. We talk about Skiatook. They've struggled a little bit. Records are similar. We both have won one game, and so I think both of us kind of expecting a slugfest a little bit. And obviously we look at life through blue glasses, kind of expecting to come out on top.
Absolutely. And know a lot of people from there. Got some family from Skiatook. That's where actually my mom and dad graduated high school. And so I know their coach. I went to school with him.
Are there any wagers, like I'll buy you lunch type thing going on?
No. They're all rooting for me now because we don't really have a lot of people there. But
a game of interest in a class lower. So I was born in Antlers. You can't get there from here, way down south. And their big rival is Atoka, and they're actually playing tonight. And so a buddy of mine was born in Atoka. I was born in Antlers, so we got lunch riding on the thing.
Raise your hand if you've been pulled over in Atoka.
That's a thing. Let's talk a little bit about success tonight for the Mustangs. What do you think they've got to do in order to find success?
I think, again, get off to a quick start, kind of like we did last week, and we're just kind of in that stage. This is our fifth game. Young players still. Our quarterback's fifth game ever. I think just having some early success, get a first down. As we saw that last week, we got a first down, we went and scored a touchdown. So I think that, as much as anything, mentally is going to help us.
Blake, what are your thoughts on what the Mustangs need to do tonight in order to find that success to get the W?
I really think that we just got to come out as fast as we can and put points on the board as fast as we can and let everyone know that Oologah football is real and we're here to play.
Let's talk a little bit about who we're going to expect to see tonight. I think we're as healthy as we've ever been.
We're as healthy as we've been all year. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I think we got one on the injury report. Got a little bang up last week, but we are as healthy as we've been, and that helps us because we're not super deep. So we need everybody. We need to be at full strength.
Absolutely. You see a lot of guys rotate in and out on the line.
Yes.
The guys they talk to us about are Braden Langben, Colin Schrader, Gabe Grazier. Riley, is he?
Riley's the one that probably won't be out there tonight.
Yep. Okay. So you'll see Jackson Llewellyn, see some other guys come in that spot. Joe Griswold's our quarterback. I'll get to stats for Joe here in just a little bit. You'll see Rafe Tackett, Connor Lanham. Actually had a couple of catches in the last game. You'll see him playing in the tight end slot.
That was a nice addition. I know that we've been looking to kind of add that into the menu, so to speak, and just another thing that the defense has to prepare for.
Yeah, absolutely. Trimble, he's rushed for 350 yards total on the season. He's averaging about 100.
He's missed a game and a half, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Nate, he's hit about 188 total yards. He's averaging about 62 yards of rushing per carry. Griswold's passed for 575 total on the season. He's averaging about 143 yards passing. And then in terms of catches, Trimble, he's got 83 yards total. He's averaging about 27 yards receiving on a game. Streeter, 304. Got a great average, 152 per game. And then Ashton Wright, 63 yards, and he's averaging 21 yards a game. I think two people really have to have a big night. Well, three. You've got to have that trifecta. Street needs to have a big night tonight. Trimble needs to find some holes. He proved first half last week that he could hit the holes and he could go and make some guys miss. I expect Trimble to really have a big night tonight. And, Griswold's got to find him.
Yeah, and talking to Trimble, he's healthy as he's been all year as well.
Sure.
He had the week and a half off with kind of the stinger in the low back. And so he's as healthy as he's been. He was really fired up this week. He was looking happy and looking ready to go.
Absolutely. Let's talk just a little bit of defense and we'll take a break.
Yeah, last week we changed it up a little bit. We ran some forefront, so you saw you saw Braden Langbein, who hadn't really played a lot of defense, starting at the defensive line, and you saw Gabe Grazier and Colin Schrader, two of our stalwarts on our offensive line, really step up and play and start on the defensive line. However, if you go back and look at kind of the play sheet, the second team was like 4 plays less than the starters, so we really are kind of a balanced a team, and then we need that depth.
Absolutely. You'll see Joe Griswold, offense and defense. He plays a lot
Yeah.
back in that corner, and I think a little bit of a quarterback has an advantage there. A quarterback knows a quarterback,
Yeah, he
right?
kind of knows what to look for and what's about to happen. Has a great feel for the game. You know,
Yeah.
he's just an athlete, has a good feel for the game, and has played that position well. He was probably our best corner last year, and that's just – I don't think they want to play him that much,
Right.
but it's just a result of he's the best player, so we're going to put him on the field.
We're on the air early tonight because here in just a few minutes we are going to do homecoming. And, man, we've got a slew of kids. Saw them in the parade last night. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Just a fun bunch of kids, too. I get to be around them enough
Yeah.
to know they're just great kids.
Great group of seniors. They're 8th graders when I came here. And the cool thing, if you're just tuning in or you haven't followed us before, our homecoming is an all-sport homecoming.
Yeah.
So it's not just football and the cheerleaders. They're great, but we include every sport, and it's a unique thing that I hadn't been involved with till I got here, and it's kind of starting to take off because you get to involve your whole school.
Do me a favor. Take a moment, hit the share button, because there may be a grandma that lives in Alabama or Florida
Yeah.
and wants to watch. If you're a YouTube user, if you're broadcasting on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. That helps us when it comes time to pushing this out. It kind of opens up some new logarithms when it comes to Google and YouTube
Yeah.
views. So hit the share button and share this out. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got a lot of other stuff to do, like the homecoming court. It is Mustang football. We'll be back with more right after this.
It's a good-looking shirt.
Been serving Rogers County since 1976. At Lakeside State Bank, our goal is to ensure that our community will enjoy the benefits of a locally owned and operated financial institution and to provide quality services no matter how simple or complex your banking requirements may be. We proudly offer you the latest in banking technology. Banking convenience is available through any touch-tone phone, internet banking from your home or office computer, and we provide a website full of information. We offer a wide variety of services in personal banking, business banking, loans, and mortgages. We are here to serve you with 2 convenient locations in Chelsea at 516 Walnut Street and on the corner of Highway 88 and 169 in Oologah. Visit our website at lakesidebank.com for more information on how we can serve you. Lakeside State Bank, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers. But that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back. The Advanced Homes Tailgate Show. Hi, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg, joined by Kevin Hogue. Blake Schultz had to give up his microphone because here in just a moment we are going to broadcast the homecoming festivities. You can see they've already got the arch or the decorative stuff that's down on it. And this is a special night for these kids. I mean, I can think back to class of 93 when I graduated.
Yeah.
And just homecoming night. There's a dance and all kinds of stuff that goes along. It's been a fun week leading up to this.
Yeah, we've had an amazing week. So we do homecoming games every afternoon after lunch, and we chart the winners. Senior class was the winning class. They got the Spirit Stick for the week, so that was fun for them. And, you know, they got to participate, the homecoming court got to participate in a school-wide parade today. So another kind of thing, so all the lower and the upper, and Miss York did a good job coming out and talking about the high school and things we get to do. So it's just been a great week on campus. Last night was amazing, obviously with the parade and the pep assembly and the pep rally and the band, everything. It's just been a fun week, and I love our town, love our community, and it's really a good shot in the arm.
I got to tell you what, I'm going to brag on your wife because she did an amazing job putting the parade together, and it is great just to have a principal and his whole family that are fully vested in doing this. Last night was a blast, and so special thanks to all the folks that did that. We got a lot going on tonight. We've got our Mustang Difference Maker of the Week. It's a great one, too, and then got our Student of the Week. Excited to talk about that. Our segment, How Cool is Kevin, happens in the third quarter, and I'm changing it up on you tonight. So
I've been doing pretty well, so we'll see.
Yeah. Change it up on you. So, man, we're just glad you're here. Take time just to hit that share button, and we're getting ready to start the homecoming festivities here in just a moment. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, you won't hear us. You'll actually hear the voice of Kent Jensen. He's been our PA guy for a long time. He's the pastor at Oologah First Assembly Church, and so he's going to take time to announce all these kiddos, and then we will come back and finish up the tailgate show. We're glad you're with us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with more of the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show right after this.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man. You, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
At Will Rogers Animal Hospital, your pet's care comes first. Dr. Ron Wallace and his professional staff provide a wide range of services for all your pet's needs, from surgeries, vaccinations, boarding, and more. The friendly staff at Will Rogers Animal Hospital makes your pet's care a priority. Open 6 days a week for your convenience. They're located just off Highway 169 in Oologah. Give them a call today at 918-443-4444 and book your animal's next appointment. Will Rogers Animal Hospital, 335 South Elm Street in Oologah.
At All Smiles Dental and Dentures, we offer a friendly, down-to-earth atmosphere, new techniques and technologies, expert doctors, and an experienced, caring dental team. We are proud to provide great dental care for your entire family. Your smile is often the first thing people notice and the one thing they remember. We'd love to work with you to help you keep your teeth and smile for a lifetime. We offer complete dental care for the whole family, from preventative dental care, cosmetic and restorative dentistry, pediatric dental care, dentures and partials, sports mouth guards for your athletes, and more. Please call today to speak with any member of our team regarding questions you may have or to make an appointment with our gentle and elite doctors. You can also request an appointment online at allsmilesdentalanddentures.com. Dr. Garrison, Dr. Allen, and our entire elite team look forward to providing you with the excellent care that you need and deserve. Give us a call today at 443-9900 for your next dental appointment. All Smiles Dental and Dentures, conveniently located just off of Highway 169 in Oologah.
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Thanks. You sure are good at this.
Hey, it's my dream job.
Hello and welcome to the introduction of the Oologah 2021 Homecoming Court. We thank you for coming to support our candidates. Now it's time to introduce our nominees. First up, we have our representatives for baseball and softball. Our baseball candidate is Caden Smith. Caden is the son of Tammy Smith and Justin Stanford. Caden has attended Oologah for 9 years and is involved in football and baseball. For softball, we have Hadley Calico. Hadley is the daughter of Ike and Lindy Calico. Hadley has attended Oologah for 14 years and is involved in softball, FFA, and the 14-year club. After high school, Hadley plans to play softball in college with a degree in nursing to become a neonatal nurse. She would like to thank all of the amazing people that have impacted her life for the last 14 years. Let's give a round of applause for our softball and baseball candidates. Up next, we have football and cheer. Our football nominee is Gabe Grazier. Gabe is the son of Josh and Jerica Grazier. Gabe has attended Oologah for 14 years and is involved in football, wrestling, FFA, FCA, student council, and leadership. For cheer, we have Madison Fisher. Madison is the daughter of Rick and Melissa Fisher. Madison has attended Oologah for 14 years and is involved in FCA, cheer, and yearbook. She would like to thank her parents, family, her boyfriend, and above all, she puts God first. Let's give a round of applause for our football and cheer candidates. Up next, we have the candidates for basketball. For boys basketball, we have Jacob Mader. Jacob is the son of Nicole and Doug Mader. Jacob has attended Oologah for 14 years and is involved in basketball, golf, leadership, student council, Ozone, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. For girls basketball, we have Kenley Dixon. Kenley is the daughter of Drew and Kelly Dixon. Kenley has attended Oologah schools for the last 11 years and is involved in FCA, leadership, student council, Ozone, volleyball, basketball, track, and soccer. Let's give a round of applause for our basketball candidates. Now for our wrestling candidates. For boys wrestling, we have Isaac Xiong. Isaac is the son of Dan and Tori Xiong. Isaac has attended Oologah for 7 years as an involved in wrestling and soccer. For girls wrestling, we have Zoe Sparks. Zoe is the daughter of Nicole and Adam Sparks. Zoe has attended Oologah for 7 years and is involved in softball, wrestling, and golf. She plans to attend Murray State College and major in behavioral and environmental sciences. Zoe is proud to be one of the wrestling candidates and hopes to start a new tradition. She would like to thank all of her coaches, teachers, friends, and her parents. Let's give a round of applause for our wrestling candidates. Now for our soccer candidates. For boys soccer, we have Chase Nelson. Chase is the son of Rachel and Michael Chacon. Chase has attended Oologah for 7 years and is involved in soccer. After high school, he plans on joining the National Guard and studying architectural engineering. For girls soccer, we have Bailey McCaleb. Bailey is the daughter of Jason and Deanna McCaleb. Bailey has attended Oologah for 6 years and is involved in soccer. She plans on attending Pitt State and majoring in nursing. She thanks her friends and family. Let's give a round of applause for our soccer candidates. Now for our track candidates. For boys track, we have Patrick Miller. Patrick is the son of Carol and Paul Miller. Patrick has attended Oologah for 4 years and is involved in track and football. For girls track, we have Megan Powell. Megan is the daughter of Robert and Angela Powell. Megan has attended Oologah for 14 years and is involved in volleyball, soccer, track, FCA, and yearbook. Let's give a round of applause for our track candidates. For boys golf, we have Josh Garrison. Josh is the son of Chad and Candace Garrison. Josh has attended Oologah for 13 years and is involved in basketball, golf, student council, leadership, National Honor Society, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and Ozone. For girls swim, we have Mia Pendleton. Mia is the daughter of Devon and Matt Pendleton. Mia has attended Oologah for 14 years and is involved in volleyball and swim. After high school, she plans to go to college to swim and become a pharmacist. Last but certainly not least is Amy Kohler, representing volleyball. Amy is the daughter of Travis and Lindy Kohler. Amy has attended Oologah for 14 years. She's involved in volleyball, basketball, track, soccer, leadership, student council, Ozone, and the 14-year club. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for all of our 2021 homecoming candidates. And now the moment you've all been waiting for the 2021 Homecoming King. Congratulations to Gabe Grazier. And your 2021 Homecoming Queen, Miss Madison Fisher. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Homecoming King and Queen and their court.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Lakeside State Bank has been serving Rogers County since 1976. At Lakeside State Bank, our goal is to ensure that our community will enjoy the benefits of a locally owned and operated financial institution and to provide quality services no matter how simple or complex your banking requirements may be. We proudly offer you the latest in banking technology. Banking convenience is available through any touch-tone phone, internet banking from your home or office computer, and we provide a website full of information. We offer a wide variety of services in personal banking, business banking, loans, and mortgages. We are here to serve you with 2 convenient locations in Chelsea at 516 Walnut Street and on the corner of Highway 88 and 169 in Oologah. Visit our website at lakesidebank.com for more information on how we can serve you. Lakeside State Bank, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
Protect her home and family in a disaster. Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
And Mama, how you feeling?
Great, and I'm ready for you today.
I'm checking in on you. Morning meditation?
Check.
Dressed and ready to work out?
Check.
Check your blood pressure yet?
And check.
Boom! Great job, Mom. And about those gold earrings?
No, ma'am.
Now more than ever, it's important that we protect our hearts and the hearts of those we love. Monitor your blood pressure daily and help each other stay motivated. Rally your squad to take the online pledge at releasethepressure.org. Brought to you by the Release the Pressure Coalition and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, Advanced Hope's Tailgate Show. That's fun.
Absolutely.
That was fun. Homecoming is great with all these kids. Man, you've known these kids their whole high school entirety. Yeah,
absolutely. An overall collection of great kids, and just they do a lot of positive for the school. And I mean, we don't have enough time to go over that, but awesome to see them get recognition. Like I mentioned, it's a full sport. So you had soccer, and you had tennis, and you had golf. You had girls wrestling. How cool was that? Zoe, our first girl wrestler. So
that's awesome.
Just excited for them, and it's just been a big week, and then they've got to live it up. And another cool thing, not only is it an all-sport homecoming, it is voted on by the entire school. So all 500 kids got to vote today. Something like 2/3 of the kids cast a vote via Google form in their Google Classroom. So really cool.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
The guy, I call him MacGyver. Remember MacGyver?
Yes.
The guy that makes us happen is Rick Fisher, and his daughter actually was crowned homecoming queen tonight.
Yep,
So.
and I just shared an awesome story about her with another board member, just about how just a good person she is, and she is so kind to
Takes after mom. Let's get this
must
out there.
Must, for sure, because she's outgoing. If she sees someone having a bad day, she's going to go talk to them and pick them up. And she literally is just one of the nicest people in my building, so I'm really happy for her.
Bunch of great group of kids. Hey, Skiatook Bulldogs have come to town. It's a battle of wills tonight. I think it's a must-win game for the Mustangs, and I think they're ready. I think Coach Wagner, talked to him last night at the parade. I think he's fired up. I think the boys are fired up. I think they've had a good week of practice.
Yeah,
and so
they have, and we've dodged some. We had some storms yesterday. They really had some things they were wanting to get in last minute, like every coach does. But I know he's hard to gauge because he's always fired up, but he's fired up. And just like we're saying it's a must-win, I guarantee you they're over there saying it's a must-win. So it's just a big game in our district and a beautiful night. The sun's even kind of shining as it sets here.
Take one of those moments and hit the share button. If you're a Facebook user, you can copy and paste and hit it on Facebook. I want to make sure a lot of folks can join us tonight for Homecoming 2021. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, the Stallion Battalion is going to lead us in the national anthem. And then we're going to talk about who you got, who's the players that Mustangs need to have tonight to have a big night. We'll be back with more right after this.
To buy your home, you became a house hunting ace, learned about loans, scoured neighborhoods, and asked the right questions. Now you're queen of your castle. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you will feel empowered to own your retirement like you own your home. Go to aceyourretirement.org. Because when it comes to clearing financial hurdles, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
People start something great in their 40s and 50s. Getting your retirement savings on track is no different. Go to aceyourretirement.org, and in 3 minutes, you'll get personalized tips to help boost your retirement savings. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Vance Holmes Tailgate Show. You hear the Stallion Battalion in the background as they are providing the pep tunes for the evening. They will be leaving bright and early. Actually, they got a little bit of a break by having a home game.
Yes.
There's nothing worse than going to Miami.
Well, think about Grove last week. Grove was here on Friday and then back here for our
and
competition.
That's a pretty big drive.
That's a bus drive.
So, anyway, we're going to jump in and catch the national anthem here in just a minute. But the Stallion Battalion, they have a competition tomorrow. They're at the Big Spee Festival of Bands. And they performed, they got scored, just didn't compete last Saturday night. So, they did well.
They did well. They would have played something like the 4 or 5 range out of 25 bands. I think that's phenomenal. They did a great job, and you could just tell we were sharp and crisp, and it was one of my favorite shows I've seen us do since I've been here. So,
absolutely. We're glad you're with us tonight, just a few minutes away from kickoff. And in just a moment, we're going to join in on the national anthem. Before we get there, let's talk a little bit about players that need to have big nights, but I also want to know who you got. So, Blake, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Who you got?
You know, I got somebody that probably a lot of people won't pick, and it's number 21, Ashton Wright. And he needs to have a big night to help AJ and Joe out, to be the number 2 guy and to be the dueling duet there with AJ in the passing game.
Absolutely. Kevin, what do you think? Who's got to have a big night? And I know the roster does, but who you got?
I'm going to cheat. I'm going to take a position group. I'm going to go wide receiver. And I'm not just talking about A.J. Streeter. He obviously has been our go-to. I think we need 2 touchdowns out of the receiving game tonight, and I'm looking for somebody else to step up, whether it's Ashton, whether it's Braxton Moore, somebody else to step up and take some pressure off and have a big night.
Yeah, because if nobody does, they can double A.J. all night long and feel good about it. So
yeah, they've been doing a lot of cover zero, which is bringing people down in the box, or doubling A.J. or tripling A.J. at Hilldale. And so somebody else, that gives an opportunity for somebody else to step up tonight.
Absolutely. I'm going to go with Aiden Trimble. I think we've got to be very balanced. I think Aiden, very impressive his last couple of outings. The first half of last week was was really good.
Yes.
And I think he's got to have a good night tonight in terms of running the ball so that we can be balanced. You got to keep a defense honest, and we talk a lot about that throughout the course of the evening. But Joe's got to get the ball there, too. Joe's got to have a good night and be effective in the passing game. Offensive line's got to protect him. One domino tips the next domino that tips the next domino. So, anyway, excited for the Mustangs to get going tonight. You talked a little bit with Coach Wagner early in the week. I think they feel good. I think they feel good about tonight. You're going to see a little bit of a unique offense coming from Skiatook.
Yeah, they're going to come out in a wing tee, which is kind of an old school. If you followed a lot of football, going to be on the ground. And the theory behind that is kind of like a magician. Sleight of hand, not going to be sure who has the ball, lots of moving parts. And so it's going to be vital for the defense to what Coach Rowe calls fit the hole, and your gap, whether it's between the center and the guard, you got to fit the hole, and then you got to make the tackle, because if you don't, everybody else has to fit a hole as well. So if you miss a tackle, you're going to see an opportunity to have a Skiatook Bulldog running down the field.
If you're fast, strong, big, and talented, you just go.
Yes.
If you're not, it really boils down to coaching. Then it really does take that, and so you've got to have some sleight of hand and creativity. Hey, we're going to stop for just a minute and jump into the moment of silence, and then you'll hear the Stallion Battalion with the national anthem.
Thank you. And now, our national anthem, performed by the Oologah High School Stallion Battalion Marching Band under the direction of John Matthews and Dave Smith. If you'd like to join the Spirit Line, it's now forming at the south end of our stadium. Also like to remind all of you fans that TSA has on sale snow cones and cotton candy at the south end of the stadium. Also, there's fanware available. Pick up your Mustang Magic fanware tonight. Don't forget to stop by our concession stand. Support our quarterback club and band boosters as you enjoy a delicious snack. I understand they're also selling some tacos in our...
It feels like a special night. It feels like a Mustang football night. It feels like a night that we're going to be able to pull out and have a victory. And it just feels good down here, you know, just a good vibe.
Absolutely. Well, the Mustangs, the band is lining up. The fans are lining up. The Mustangs are getting ready to take the field. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more right after this. It's the Advanced Homes Tailgate Show.
Rod Henry Construction has been in the business of installing and manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Homeowners Association and the Better Business Forum. You can visit our website at rhc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. For manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair, give Rod Henry Construction a call, 918-371-1207, and go Mustang!
These are the sounds of a dinner that almost didn't happen.
A dinner now served, thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America. 200 food banks strong.
Men, time to be an all-star caregiver. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Be there emotionally and physically. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find care guides at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Vance Holmes Tailgate Show. Hello, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg, joined by high school principal Kevin Hogue is the color man. The guy that's just killing it down on the sidelines is last year's starting quarterback, this year's fireman in training, Blake Salt. And, Blake, you had a conversation with a official down on the field.
Yes, sir. The white hat tonight. He's reffed a lot of my football games, and I don't know if you know it, but when you're the quarterback, they talk to you a lot back there about the play clock and, about getting hit. And they'll help you up every once in a while when you take a big one. And he's a really cool guy, and he was just talking to me about past football games and my career.
Absolutely. Man, we're glad you are tuned in tonight. Big shout-out to the restaurant that streams this. Folks can enjoy that. Yeah, the Warehouse here in Oologah, so hopefully a room full of folks. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you letting us know that you're watching. Got a lot of fun stuff to talk about tonight. Our Student of the Week, our Mustang Difference Maker of the Week is going to pull on some heartstrings tonight as well. Couldn't do this without our sponsors. Advance Home sponsors our tailgate show. Cherokee Nation, they are the primary sponsor. It's the Cherokee Game of the Week. Special thanks to them. Rod Henry Construction, RBC Bank, Will Rogers Animal Hospital, and All Smiles Dental. Some of our great sponsors that help absolutely make this happen. Couldn't do it without them. It's been a busy week in the halls of the high school because it was homecoming. FFA kids, like their next 11 days. Crazy. That's awesome. Yeah. Absolutely. Jackson Llewellyn, Gabe Grazier, Patrick Miller, and Aiden Trimble. Yeah, our captains for the Mustangs. That's a sharp look, man. It's almost that kind of just gold, blue, gold. I mean, that's what it means to be a Mustang. Forrest Johnson, Tristan Cornelius, Chris Caceros, some of the captains that represent Skiatook. Skiatook's one of our closest neighbors, have played up a class. They are now down in 4A and got placed in our district, and that whole deck's about to shuffle. Absolutely, about 5 minutes away from kickoff. The Mustangs are making their way to the inflated Mustang that sits on the south end of the stadium. Blake, you're down there amongst the midst of it. I bet the kids are fired up. Let's play some homecoming football.
They are fired up. I love how the band, this is such an electric time running out of that tunnel and getting in there, and it's dark, and you run through that sign, and everybody's in the stands, and the band's playing. It's just an awesome thing.
Well, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Wagner's just an all-in guy. You see him at all different games. And, of course, his daughters are in the student body here, cheerleading and managing and trainers on the sideline. So, man, I want to take you to the sidelines. Blake, just hold your mic out so people can join what's going on down there as the Mustangs get ready to rip through the sign. It is homecoming 2021. It's the Bulldogs have come to town to take on the Mustangs, and it's going to be a great game tonight. Hit the share button. Make sure folks know that we are on the air. It's the Mustang Network. Just any minute now. Are you leading them out of the tunnel? Nope. Okay. It's that one last go get him speech, right? Right.
Or you're going to be springboarded for the next couple of weeks into success. So,
absolutely. As we're waiting for the Mustangs to come out on the field, I got to confess, I missed the whole coin toss.
yeah, I guess I did too.
I don't know.
One of us was talking.
It will be
Be a surprise.
That would have been me.
To us, but maybe someone that was watching. I know Miss Conley watches a lot. Maybe she can text me.
A lot of fun stuff going on. It's peak season. Softball, volleyball, FFA, football playing. It's going to be a busy couple of days for you guys over the next few days.
we have regional playoffs with softball, traveling to Stigler. We have volleyball. And then we travel next week to Miami. So, a great week. You talked about Coach Wagner. Him and Mrs. Wagner, who also teaches for me, won the very first homecoming game Monday. It's a little fun fact. The teachers beat out all the upperclassmen.
Really?
Yeah, they had to stack. They had a tongue depressor, and they had to stack mints on there.
Here they
got
come.
7.
Mustangs, that Vegas gold, royal blue, as they take the field carrying the American flag.
That's
Boy,
a great look.
Sharp. Man,
yeah.
that's a good look. That might be my favorite uni combo.
Yeah, we were talking about that off air earlier, and I think it's mine as well. It's just classic and simple. And I will tell you, I've said this a couple times, that gold helmet is a thing. I have a 7th and 8th grade football player, and I have their friends over at the house, and they cannot wait to be a high school football player to put that gold helmet on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining us tonight on the Mustang Network. Thank some of our sponsors like Armstrong Bank, new in town. Been working right along beside Oklahoma's for more than 100 years. Advanced Homes. Visit advancedhbi.com if you're thinking about building your house. Give Brian Vance a call. Cherokee Nation, man, couldn't do this without their help and their support. Texoma Tractor, they are a proud sponsor of Mustang football. We're going to take one more time out. When we come back, it's the Mustangs and the Bulldogs, and it's kickoff right here on the Mustang Network.
People start something great in their 40s and 50s. Getting your retirement savings on track is no different. Go to aceyourretirement.org, and in 3 minutes, you'll get personalized tips to help boost your retirement savings. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Well, the Mustangs have run out. They're set and ready to kick it away, and we're about ready to play some homecoming football. Skiatook will be receiving.
Not a lot of options as far as playing the wind tonight, like you mentioned.
Yeah, whichever one you want me to have, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Mustang sections in pink tonight, or the students are.
Student section, pink out. It's always a fun one. Little squib kick. Uh-oh. Oh, good job. That was a tougher one than he made it look. Number 33 for Skiatook, who is that? Tristan Cornelius. That was a tougher kind of fall down on the ball than it looked. Good job by him.
So the Bulldogs will take over. First down and 10. Ball spotted down at the 38-yard line. Mustang defense is out. Want to set the pattern here. You don't want to give up any yards. Don't want a big play, man. If you could hold them here just to kind of say, hey, welcome to our house.
3 and out would be huge for confidence, for the crowd. It would be great.
Bulldogs going to run right. There's not a lot there.
Great job. Gain of a yard. Gabe Grazier in on the tackle.
Isaac Long on the carry. They're going to give him half a yard, maybe a yard. The scoreboard will say it's 2nd down and 9.
We talked a little bit about their offensive set, the wing T. You're not going to see a lot of 3 wide receiver, 4 wide receiver like you see out of us or every team we played. They're going to pile it in there, and it's going to be that sleight of hand, kind of who has the ball. They're going to try to hit you quick, and we did a good job. Defensive line going to be pivotal.
They have one receiver to the far side. Going to move a man in motion.
False start.
They're going to call a false start, so that'll back them up, put them behind the chains.
You'll see a false start called by that referee a lot. He's watching the football, so probably a center type deal, move the ball type thing. Maybe it was on 2 and he went on 1. Or another thing to watch tonight, it's been a long week. Kids were involved in the parade, walked in the parade, and it is muggier than you think. So hopefully the kids saw lots of kids jugging around, gallon jugs of water. So
hydration's not just a day of. That's you've got
several days
it's
before.
Be several days beforehand. Quarterback back to pass, looking for a guy going to overthrow him a couple of steps.
Pretty good bracket coverage there. Got A.J. Streeter over the top. Tough to fit that ball in.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 14 for the Bulldogs.
Ty Stevens did a good job kind of underneath, and that's a tough ball to hit. Big 3rd down. We talked about going 3 and out. 3rd down defense has not been a strong suit for us this year. You talked to Coach Wagner. That's something he brings up, being able to get off the field on 3rd down. So
and some of those things that just kind of slip through your hands.
Yeah.
Big down for the Mustangs. They get ready to start.
Nope. See a reverse. Oh. They're going to hit it.
Streeter will bring him down. Looks like he's going to get enough for the 1st down, so that'll move the chains. You got to play disciplined football.
Yeah, you can't chase. The defensive line can't chase that down from the backside. You got to stay.
Sure.
You got to keep that on your inside shoulder. And we were chasing, and really unfortunate.
Expect to see a lot of that tonight.
Yeah.
They're just going to trick play.
A matchup to watch is over here when 16 comes to our sideline, and Ashton Wright, that's a big height advantage that goes against us. So this is something to watch.
They got a little misaligned. They got 2 guys out there. We're lucky. Again, we
off around the edge on the left side.
We let them get that outside shoulder again, and if we let them get the outside shoulder and get to the boundary, they're going to pick up yardage.
Isaac Long on the carry, gain of 5. He'll bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. University of Tulsa playing football tonight. So the Mustangs are going to take a timeout. As we stop, we'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
Protect her home and family in a disaster. Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
People start something great in their 40s and 50s. Getting your retirement savings on track is no different. Go to aceyourretirement.org, and in 3 minutes, you'll get personalized tips to help boost your retirement savings. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
2nd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Mustangs call a timeout. They didn't like what they saw. Some guys just not knowing where they need to be, so the defense will take a timeout to slow things down and talk it over. You will see us go into a defensive huddle from time to time just to make sure. Got a lot of young guys on that roster just to make sure they know where they're supposed to be and what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, just to improve communication and make sure everyone's got a grasp on their role for that play. False start.
They're going to call false start again. That's twice.
They're
Just
trying to help us
handful of
out.
Plays, yeah. So that'll back them up, bring up 2nd down and 10.
Again, we talked about the wing tee. Hard for your practice squad to kind of show that to the defense. So it can take you a little bit to adjust. You don't see that. There's not a lot of teams that run that. And, you saw that with that quick timeout, trying to make sure everyone knows where we're supposed to be.
Jace White is their quarterback. He's a junior. Going to send 2 receivers to the far side and a big bunch on the line. Boy, Ty Cherry had him, let him slip out of his grasp. They'll gain 5.
I like seeing the rest of the Gold Hats rally to the ball there, though. We had everyone flowing to the ball. That's effort, and that's something we can control for sure. Big 3rd and 5. On the plus 40, so to speak, probably 4-down territory, to be quite honest with you. So
board says 3rd down and 4, so he gained 6 and 9:30 left to play in the first quarter. The Bulldogs and the Mustangs, and it's homecoming. Hand off up the right side. Going to gain a couple.
Yeah, be 4th and 2. More than likely going to go for it. Coach Miller on the sidelines. Doesn't look like there's much discussion. They're going to go for it. This could be a moment. This is not a turnover, so to speak, but it feels like one. If you can get a stop here, it kind of boosts you a little bit. You get some fans into it, and get the kids into it. So
you had them 3rd and 15. They snuck one out on you, so it's 4th down and 2. Play some disciplined defense.
First guy's got to tackle in a situation like this.
Quarterback's just
student body right.
Don't think he's going to get it.
Oh, flag. It's going to be either a hold or a face mask usually in that situation. You just hope it's not a face mask. It's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be a face mask. Dead ball, face mask on the Mustangs. So
That's
move
unfortunate.
The chains. That is, because you had him stop dead right there. You were going to take over. That'll move it 15. Skiatook will get a first down and 10 and in pretty good field position.
That's a crusher. You had a lot of kids flowing to the ball, and it's just unfortunate. I'm sure it wasn't on purpose. It was just a situation where the quarterback stops and cuts back, and your momentum, and you reach, and you just grab for something, and you grab the face mask.
Blake, you're down on the sidelines. You see it?
I didn't see it, but there's a big pile. I'm not gonna discredit the refs. They're looking for that stuff.
Sure,
yeah, there wasn't
absolutely.
a lot
That's
of
their job.
complaints on our deal.
So it brings up first down and 10. Ball marked down to the 24-yard line. Skiatook has really got a get out of jail free card. Quarterback looking for his.
Find the ball, AJ.
And he did. I think AJ's come up with it.
Yes. Great job. We need
How about
that.
that? AJ Streeter interception. Mustangs will take over first down and 20.
First down at 20.
First
down
down
and
at the
10
20.
on the 20. There you
Yeah,
go.
my apologies.
Well, you worked last night with the parade, so you're due a mistake.
Words are hard.
Words are hard. That's a big play. We talked about AJ. He plays both sides. He never comes off the field. Wide receiver, safety. Just a good job finding the ball and going and getting it.
Mustang offense out on the field for the first time. They've got 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Need the receiver core to have a big night tonight. Take some of that pressure off the run game, but also off of Street. There he is right there, Aiden Trimble.
Oh.
Gain of 8 on the play. That's a good first down.
You're going to see us go quick. Again, that's kind of in Coach Wagner's DNA. We haven't got to do that a lot, unfortunately. Good job.
Quick out pass, first and 10 for the Mustangs.
And that's as good as a handoff for both those guys, for Joseph and for Aiden. And there's not a lot of corners going to rally up and want to tackle Aiden a lot.
Absolutely.
Not maybe in the first quarter, but not in the fourth quarter.
We got away with one there. We'll have to watch everybody getting set on those.
It
Aiden was still moving.
It looked a little wonky on the near side of the
Mustangs
field.
are wanting to go fast. Handoff up the middle. He's falling
Look at that.
forward. Boy, it's going to be close.
They're
Yep,
giving
they're
it
gonna
to
say
him.
move the chain. So 10-yard gain for Trimble.
We're going quick again, as fast as we can.
If you can snap the ball, they got a guy on the field. Little out pass.
Maybe he got off. It looked like.
Yeah, the ref went ahead and let him off. Uh-oh.
They got a kid down.
Their roster's pretty small. They probably concerned about injuries the same way we would be. I mean,
Yes,
we
sir.
got a lot of guys going both ways.
Yeah, I guarantee it. Recognize a lot of those numbers that were just on the offensive line and that are in the secondary where wide receiver, running backs. So they're similar to us in that way.
The down player will take a quick timeout and be back with more right after this.
When you went car shopping, you meant business. You aced vehicle history searches and test drives. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers. But that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Second down and 8 from the 47-yard line. Mustangs back in action, ready to go. They want to play fast here.
Ooh, looked like a false start. There's no way that was not a false start.
Or even an offside.
I'm just sorry. Or that's what I meant, offside. It was something.
Wagner's trying to reason here.
He wants the
Are
offsides.
you kidding me?
I mean, he almost took the shotgun snap.
Yeah.
I think we moved because of that movement in front of us, you know.
There was no flag. That's what's crazy.
Third down now.
So now you're back third and long, been moving the ball. Third down at 15 for the Mustangs with 3 receivers to the near side of the field. One side, kind of a spread offense for the Mustangs. Trimble.
We got 2 receivers cut close to the line, and we got Braxton way out wide. Look
Yeah.
for us to do something on this near side of the field. No?
Joe. A little bit of a loft pass towards Streeter. Do it out of bounds. Pass incomplete. Dadgummit, boy. Just a play that got away from you. Fourth down at 15. Punt unit will come out. Man, you were driving the ball, doing what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it.
Yeah, we were moving fast, and then it kind of, they did a good job of tackling and held us to a couple yards, and then we had the injury, and then, of course, we had that wonky where their nose tackle essentially took the snap, and here we are punting.
A punt isn't always bad. We're going to get to flip the field here. They were driving down the field, and we get a goal line stop down there, interception down there, so we get to flip the field. So it's giving our defense a little bit of room to breathe.
Good punt. Under a little bit of pressure.
Need a bounce.
Need a bounce. So it'll put it on the other side of the field. Bulldogs will take over. Looks like they're going to spot it down about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, we didn't flip the field as much as Blake was hoping there. Need to go 3 and out. We're getting some fresh bodies in on the defensive line. You're going to see that in that run-heavy offense. So we need to take advantage of that and get off the field.
So 2 receivers into the near side of the field as Bulldogs move right to left. Handoff up the right side. Good gain. Get of about 7.
I'm not sure if it was the no call, false start, offsides, whatever it was, but we seemed just flustered on the sideline. It's just we're all kind of caught back on our heels right now. We got to regain some of that. I mean, we just got to get back into it.
Yeah, rhythm has just been knocked off from the injured player to the handoff again up the right side.
Good job there. Didn't get to see who that was. Max Hale? No.
Alex Long, the Bulldog on the carry.
Ty Stevens coming up to make a good tackle.
Ty Stevens on the tackle. 5:46, the clock is ticking in the first quarter.
This is one of those areas, if you stop them here, they're probably going to punt. So
Sure.
Big 3rd down and 4, 3rd down 3 maybe. Again, these short yardage situations are all about tackling. If you wrap up that first tackle, you probably keep them from getting a first down.
Bulldogs are going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
These are the sounds of a dinner. A dinner that almost didn't happen. A dinner now served, thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Welcome back to Homecoming 2021. The Bulldogs from Skiatook have made their way to the western plains of Rogers County. It's a big 3rd down and 3, I think, for just who's going to get the first tick of momentum in this ball game. Mustangs show blitz. Quarterback back to pass, had a man wide open. Tight end was there. Nobody stayed home.
And I'm not sure how we lose 85. He's a big man. You got Waylon Conley, plays tight end defensive line for Skiatook. And he's as big as any of their linemen. And they put him up on the line and use him as a run blocker. And there they sneak him out for a big 20, 30-yard gain.
Ashton Wright had to come off his receiver to make the tackle. Saved the touchdown, but moved the chains for Skiatook. They've done that twice on big 3rd down plays. Miami-Cleveland in the first. Miami's on top, 3-0. Be an interesting score for our district to watch.
Absolutely.
Mustangs a little bit confused on defense.
Good job there by Patty Miller, blowing that play up.
There's a flag. Look, it's going to be holding. So
yeah, I think it might have been holding on Patrick. He's 5 yards deep. He's been I don't want to say a surprise. He's a senior, but he didn't play. Hadn't played in the last few years, and we've been calling his name a lot.
Seville Flance on the carry for the Bulldogs. Don't ask me to say that again.
Say that again.
Guy from Talala. Broadcasting school, they don't really teach you how to say those things.
Pronunciation.
get to do a little bit of PA announcing for band programs, and when they play Mozart and Bach pieces, I have to ask judges, how do you say that?
How do you say that?
I'm just a redneck from Talala, Oklahoma.
Little fun fact, my favorite barbecue restaurant resides in Skiatook, America.
What you
Max
got?
Barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Love Max. Oh, get the ball.
Holy cow,
get the ball. Yes,
on
ball.
the loose. How about that? Is that Brody that fell on top of it?
Looks like Brody Stampton falling on the ball.
Boy, the Mustangs, too. If you can win the turnover battle, you're going to change the
That's a gift. That's a gift because
Absolutely.
they ran into each other. I don't think there was much there, but they ran into each other and caused the ball to come out big time. Back to Max, though. If you like bread pudding, as I do, I get made fun of in my house. They have the best bread pudding. Really good. And
Can we talk about something else?
They'll wait and bring it out to you when you're ready for dessert, so it's still hot.
Fisher, I think he needs to take us.
Hey, we're going to Cleveland at the end of the year. We'll go, right?
All right.
We got to go that way.
So 2 receivers are to the wide side of the field.
Got to go score.
You need to move the ball.
Oh, yep. 5 free ones. Ref threw the wrong thing. Braxton Moore's looking at him like, what's the black thing mean?
So it'll be first down at 5 for the Mustangs, getting close to the midfield mark.
That's a good job by Joseph Griswold. You're in the shotgun, and you're getting them to getting them to jump off sides. That's some good voice inflection, changing your cadence. Good job.
Joe.
Yep.
Found Streeter, cross the middle. Gain of about 8, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
And I like that. I think we've been running a lot of just go routes with AJ.
Yeah.
Let's get him the ball. Let's make easier throws. And he's wide open. That's just that's practice.
I think this does great, too, to just get rhythm. If your quarterback can get in rhythm and keep the defensive line out of the backfield, hand off
Good
to
cutback.
Trimble. Man, running strong. Going to get about 13.
We have some great running backs in our district, but I'm going to go out and say that Aiden probably leads the district in yards after contact.
That's what we call yak.
He was. I mean, you saw people jerking on his jersey there, and he's dragging him 5-6 yards, and that's just heart. Let's go, Braxton.
Pass to the right side.
Good job there. Little quick screen.
He's
Get some other
about
kids.
8 on the carry or on the pass completion.
And that's like a carry.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost a lateral, quick, easy pass. Getting some more kids involved. Spreading the width of the field, using the entire field width-wise.
Mustangs wanted to play a little bit fast. Handoff up the left side to Morrow.
Blake, is that something you guys talk about, is using the width of the field as well? Obviously, it's 100 yards long, but it's really wide. If you can use some of that width, spread out the defense.
Sometimes those screen passes aren't even made to, to get 8-10 yards. They're made to just spread a defense out, especially people, play us 6-7 guys in the box. It makes them, holds them honest.
Yeah, at least think about it, right? Get some weight on their outside foot at least.
Absolutely.
Handoff to Morrow, gained a yard, 2nd down and 9. Mustangs are inside the 20-yard line. This is what we call the red zone. It does shorten the field a little bit, helps the defense. You can sneak some guys up, kind of makes your running game a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
We're going to bring Trimble back in as Nate
Hold
runs
on,
off.
Joe. Wow, we haven't seen that. It's a new little wrinkle. It's almost like a jet sweep turned into a counter, Blake.
I've not seen that, but that is a good wrinkle we have there. It looked like it was blocked well. They read and found the hole there, but it looks like that's going to be there.
Ashton Wright, gain of 4, brings up gain of 3, 3rd down and 6. With 2:29 left to play at the end of the first quarter.
Big 3rd down. I think if we get 3 or 4 yards, cut this in half, I bet we go for it.
Yep, he's going to step past that first down mark.
And that's just Aiden Trimble right there. Obviously, the offensive line giving him a crease, but from our vantage point, there wasn't a lot there. And then he just hits it hard, gets us a first down, moves the change, 1st and goal.
Something about having, a big rushing night falls on those offensive linemen, and I can tell you that they are so happy. When Aiden and Nate and Joe are getting to run the ball behind them, that makes them proud. It's like their little brothers back there.
Absolutely. And run blocking, you're kind of firing off, for lack of a better term. You're being more aggressive than you are pass blocking, where you're trying to get depth. And it's kind of false start.
False start. Mustangs had brought a big package in. They had brought some of their receivers out and put a couple of tight ends. They were just going with a big package, but jumped, and that'll back it up 5 yards. Connor Lyons in there. He had a couple of catches last week, and I just think that's a wrinkle they're trying to add. They're trying to get some of our tight ends involved in the game.
Yeah, and we work in multiple tight ends, so anxious to see if we can get a few catches there.
Just the Wildcat with Trimble. They saw it coming, so not a lot there. Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Streeter will come back in. Nate Morrow will come in.
Anxious to see. I think it's 2nd down and goal here is a good down to throw on. Always love a good 2 wide. Throw the double slants, that outside slant. It's almost there all the time.
2 backs in the field. Braxton Morris to this side of the field. Streeter to the far side. Going to hand it to Nate up the middle.
Give us a couple.
Yeah, pick up a couple. Bring up 3rd down. And spot the ball at the 7-yard line.
This is where you're seeing the false start coming to play. Those 5 yards so critical in the red zone.
Yeah. Yeah, he went 1st and goal inside the 5 to just a regular down and distance.
Joe looking for his
man.
There
Nice.
it is. Aiden Trimble. Stampede. Touchdown
Let's
Mustangs.
Go. That was a nice little wrinkle, too. So it looks like Aiden Trimble's going to lead the way as a lead blocker. And you kind of act like you whiff on your block, and he's wide open there for a little swing pass. Joseph did a good job there of kind of letting it breathe, so to speak, because it wasn't there early. When he wanted to throw it, he double pumped it. And now you get to see the kids in pink running the flags out. Let's go.
Sophomore Jackson Burchett on for the PAT as the Mustangs strike first. The ball is down. Kick on the way. It's up. And it's good. Just like that, the Mustangs will jump on top. 7-0. Take a quick break. Be back right after this.
When you went car shopping, you meant business. You aced vehicle history searches and test drives. Now you've got your wheels. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Blake, I like it.
I like it too. You know, that's just energy. It's a great job there by the offense. Drove down, had a little bit of diversity, and still punch it in. That's exactly what we need to do to get the ball rolling, to score some points, and just have a great football game.
Well,
here.
I know your finesse players had a huge part in that bit. I got to tell you, I walk away from that drive thinking the offensive line really held their own and did a great job just opening up some gaps, especially when you've got some grass to cover.
Absolutely. They did a great job, and anytime you see a big game in the run, it's because of the offensive line, and they don't get a lot of credit. They did a great job there. And I think you saw if we can stay on schedule and not shoot ourselves in the foot with penalties, they're going to have a hard time stopping us on 3 consecutive downs. Coach Wagner doing a great job mixing up the play call tonight, keeping everyone on their toes. So I liked what I saw there. What about you, Blake?
I think it's great. You mentioned Coach Wagner mixing up the play calls. I think that's a big thing. We've seen a lot of little wrinkles already in this game, and it's just now ticking down under 30 seconds in the first quarter. That's huge, and that provides a lot of energy to the guys, and it makes football playing a little bit more fun.
I think they kind of took a play out of their playbook from last week with Grove in the first half as Nate Morrow is set ready to kick it off. Coach, when I talked to him last night, I said, we're going to start fast. We want to strike hard. We want to strike fast. You saw that. Both possessions they have played fast. Played some up-tempo. Good
effort.
Tackle from the Mustangs with Alex Morgan for Skiatook on the return.
Trying to get a number for us.
I think it was Braden Stovall.
28. Yeah, Braden Stovall fought off the block, turned and dove. They're going to love that Sunday when they watch film because that is all effort right there. That's like a rebound in basketball, just all effort.
They're going to spot the ball down at the 29-yard line. So the Bulldogs will take over 1st down and 10. It's 2021 homecoming. Congratulations to our king and our queen. Tell you who that is in just a moment. Handoff around the right side. Got a little bit of room. He got a shoestring tackle off that D-line. Able to bring him down.
Braden Langbein getting a little bit there. Again, that's a wrinkle. You know, coaches looking, who can we get on the field that can make plays? He hadn't played the defense in the last 2 years that I'm aware until last week. Making a good tackle there.
Joining us, it's homecoming. Gabe Grazier was crowned our king. And Madison Fisher was crowned as our queen. Great kids, great court, too, from all the sports that represented. So at the end of the first, Mustangs on top 7-0. Take a quick break. We'll be back with more right after this.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. I want to just take time tonight to honor former Mustang Dr. Keith Ballard. Several months ago was diagnosed with ALS, they call Lou Gehrig's disease. He passed away at the age of 72 this past Tuesday. Dr. Ballard certainly left a legacy here. He was actually part of the district for 18 years.
Yes, sir.
And when I talk to educators in multiple districts, they talk about Dr. Ballard as a mentor, served in a lot of different capacities in districts.
Yeah, when we talk about him here, we hear a lot of people talk about how important it was for him when we got hit by the tornado. He was the superintendent for us to start the year the next year in the building. He thought that was important for the community, and they were able to do it. I was fortunate enough to call him a friend, to take some classes, to be able to speak to him. And my favorite thing about him is he was an advocate for students and teachers, and something I aspire to do. Just a great man and a great former Mustang.
You know, he earned national recognition because of his management after the tornado. Folks that are longtime Oologah folks talk about that happened in April of 1991, and just the community came together to get this place ready to go. We had to find a place to have graduation, and so our thoughts and prayers to the Ballard family. Way overthrown on the far side. Pass intended for Ethan Porter.
Good job by Ashton. Just blanket all over the receiver. Fourth down.
Ballard served superintendent here. Claremore served as the executive director for Oklahoma State School Board Association. Served in Tulsa as well, and so just a great legacy. Matter of fact, they took him to Oklahoma City to kind of honor him in the legislature. Just, man, couldn't say enough praises about him. Gave him standing ovation at the Oklahoma Capitol. So,
good punt off that snap.
Street's going to let that one go. It's actually going to take a Bulldog bounce to down about the 25-yard line. So the Mustang defense will stand tall, and Oologah will take over first down and 10.
Some scores in 4A. Number one Tuttle, 16-0 over Tecumseh in the first. You mentioned
good.
Miami. Yeah, they're very
They're
good.
good.
Miami, Cleveland, 10-6 in the first. Miami over Cleveland. Poto all over McLean, 29-0 in the first quarter. Fort Gibson beating Stillwell, 16-0.
Couple of games in the bigs we'll talk at halftime, too, with Grant Merrill about. Jinx, number 1 and 6A1. They're at Broken Arrow. It'll be an interesting game to see tonight.
Oh.
Let's throw a flag this time, guys. Thank you.
Good job again, and it just continues to amaze me. The two closest guys to the ball are drawn off sides by a quarterback in shotgun.
Yeah. So, Mustangs first down and 5 at the 30-yard line.
We had a lost person. Now it's found.
Trimble up the right side, running hard. Going to gain about 4. Bring up second down and 1 for the Mustangs. He just falls forward. I know
I say it all
they're
the time.
probably tired of us talking about it, but he just falls forward.
And those are progressive hits. I don't know if you haven't played football or if you ever played like frog your arm. The second one hurts worse than the first one. The third one hurts worse than the second one. And that's just good, hard-nosed football. Good to have him back healthy.
We are as healthy as we have been all season. Joe, under a little bit of pressure.
You know what, though? Blake
Great.
can talk a little bit about this. The safety was over the top, and Joseph read that and said throwing it up. That's improvement I've seen over the last couple of weeks. So even though that looked wonky and it looked hectic, that was a really big play. What do you say, Blake?
I think that's a good play, you know, especially when you're a young guy or a young quarterback. You're always wanting the big play. You know, you want to be the star. And to read that and know to not go to that deep route. And AJ did a great job coming back to his quarterback and helping Joe out. I mean, that just like you're saying, the progression there is big time for Joe.
That's almost the same thing as thrown out of bounds. Hey, just give me another shot at third down and 1 for the Mustangs. Joe's going to keep it around the right side. Got some room.
Yeah. And that's an example. Instead of flipping the field, giving them momentum, our defense on the field, we got another first down up midfield. So that's not a play that's going to show up in any stat sheet, but a big play.
But that's a big play because you keep the ball in your possession. You don't have to punt. It brings up first down at 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, something Coach Craig tried to teach me as a young quarterback, he always said, live to play another down.
Sure.
And that's all that was, is living to play another down. We pick up the first down, and here we go.
Ashton Wright got
Good
a little bit of a
there.
gap. Yep.
Yeah, anytime you're taking a snap as a quarterback, it's a good thing. So the more snaps you can take, if you can just keep taking snaps. You talk about it, you talk to in the NFL, like Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, 2 big-time fourth-quarter comeback type guys. They talk about just get a first down. You don't need a big play. Just get first down, keep taking snaps, putting pressure on the defense.
They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. Brings up second down and 6.
Offside
Joe is
now.
doing something, and number 68 bites on it.
I guarantee, and that's the result. They're wanting to get pressure in the backfield, whether it's on a pass or a run, try to disrupt a little bit. And I'm sure he's getting harped on, and he's trying. And
so what could be what we felt like was a little bit of an unfairity, if that's a word I can use,
unfairity?
In that first drive where the guy got in the backfield and they didn't call a play. Now they think they can get away with it, and so maybe you've created a mental trigger for them. Handoff, going to come to this side. Nate Morrow going to get the first down and a couple more yards.
Yep, now we're across midfield, playing on the plus side of the half, so to speak.
Ball spotted the 46-yard line. First and 10. See the coaching staff, they're fired up.
Yeah, can I mention, you got Coach Messner there on our left, Coach DeVilbus next to Coach Wagner, Coach Rowe. I've been in each one of their classrooms multiple times this week, and they're good coaches and they're good teachers. So they do a great job.
JoJo in a little bit of a trouble. Brought down 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so he'll lose 5. Aiden stayed back there to help. He was just on the wrong side that the pressure came from. Pressure came a little bit from that blind side.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe, when he saw it, was already in trouble.
See if we can sneak the tight end out and catch a big play.
Streeter.
Be close. Great job there. So they had that same coverage we talked about earlier, the bracket coverage. I don't know if that's an option route. I think it is, where he has the option to, if he sees that, he's going to set that down. And just a great job by him and Joseph, because when he set that down, Joseph released it, I think, before he even turned around.
Something they work in practice. It's just like you're saying, it's a choice route, and they read that, and it's just a connection between wide receiver and quarterback, and they did a great job on that one.
3rd down and 1. Both backs in the field. Going to go to Morrow, and he's going to get the first down.
A little extracurricular. See Morrow limping a little bit on that right wheel a couple times, and
got a whistle.
Yeah, I think we're trying to protect him from himself, so to speak. He's wanting to stay in. Coaches are saying, I don't think you need to be in. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Need to check that out.
So officials will actually take that timeout. Won't be charged against us. Mustangs have 2 timeouts left in the half. 8:22 till halftime. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk with Grant Merrill about Oklahoma sports prep and what's going on across the state. Stallion Battalion Marching Band will do their show. They'll be competing tomorrow at the Bigsby Festival of Bands. There is a great crowd on hand tonight for Homecoming 2021. If you're not here tonight, we miss you. Just a great family environment. Good to see some alumni here tonight as well. See right in motion, Trimble up the left side. Good hard running, leaning forward, going to pick up about 7.
Yeah, and look who's right beside him there. Gabe Grazer.
Yeah.
Down the field blocking.
Scoreboard will say a gain of 8, brings up 2nd down and 2. Gabe certainly will have the opportunity to play on Saturdays next season. 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Hand off up the middle. Gain of 5, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Blake, seems like there's a pretty good rhythm with the offense. They're getting to do what they want to do.
Yeah, I think that starts with the offensive line. We've talked about it. They're just dominating the line of scrimmage right now. And when we can run the ball, that sets up so much of our other offense for us.
JoJo finds Streeter on the left side. Brought down about the 8-yard line. That'll move the chains. Sets us first down and goal inside the 10.
Good job, Ashton, right there, blocking that screen up and giving him a lane to run and get the first down.
See big Brody Sappington come in for the Mustangs. They're going to go to a Wildcat. You'll have Aiden Trimble in the backfield. It's first and goal from the 8-yard line. Ashton Wright in motion. Oh, and Aiden's going to just fumble and fall on it. Loss of a couple.
Fortunate to wind up on that ball, honestly.
Yeah, because he lost it when he dropped it. It's like, hey, where'd that go?
If you follow our Facebook page, you saw Gentry Griswold, Allie McKee, and Alex Mackey, all freshmen.
And the reverse to Ashton Wright around the right side. Boy, slippery, going to get down about the 6-yard line.
Yeah. Let me say that again. Alex Mackey, Allie Griswold, or excuse me, Allie McKee and Gentry Griswold, all freshmen qualifying in the top 3 in the nation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in their agri-science, and that's kudos. Miss Smith leads that portion of our FFA, and some big-time results out of the fair today.
They do fantastic when it comes to agri-science and speeches.
Yes.
It's third down and goal from the 7. The Mustangs have 2 receivers to the near side. You got A.J. out here on the near side. Ashton Wright to the far side. Joe to Streeter. Overthrows him just a little bit.
Man, he's wide open. Looks like Joe, maybe that was an option route, and Joe read outside shoulder, and Streeter kind of curled that and set that down.
So it's 4th down and 7. Mustangs want to take a timeout to talk about it. I think we'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Okay, men, this is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're gonna go out there and be an all-star caregiver. Cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You gotta dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments, because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Show the world that you're tougher than tough.
Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Oh, he got some trust in her.
Down at 7. Mustangs are going to go for it. Joe looking to pass across the middle. The ball was tipped just over Streeter, so they will not convert the extra turnover on downs.
They did a good job there dropping their linebackers, and we had to kind of throw it over and under, and it's a tough throw. I think that's confidence in the offense, but also confidence in our defense tonight to pin them back, to kind of keep them there.
Yeah, so they're not in – I mean, you put them in pretty tough field position. They're at the 6-7 yard line. 5:54, just under 6 minutes left to play until halftime.
Working on Nate's right ankle on the training table. Looks like they retaped it, and he looks like he's getting his sock back on, his cleat back on, so maybe we'll see him back out on the field here shortly.
I think that's a loss of a couple on the play.
Yeah. Like Caden Smith and a couple other Mustangs in on the tackle. Good job.
It's always good to have the high school principal helping you spot. You can probably just tell by the way they walk.
I can tell by the way they walk, the way they hold their hands, the way that their hair. Yeah, we spend a lot of time together. I say it all the time. Besides the people that live in my house, I spend more time with my teachers and my kids at school than I do anybody else.
They're actually going to say there was no gain, no loss on the play. So 2nd down and 10, ball still at the 7 yard line.
Big down. If you can keep them 3rd and 10 from their own 7, you're going to have a chance, and you're going to see Coach Miller. He wants a timeout.
We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
At Will Rogers Animal Hospital, your pet's care comes first. Dr. Ron Wallace and his professional staff provide a wide range of services for all your pet's needs, from surgeries, vaccinations, boarding, and more. The friendly staff at Will Rogers Animal Hospital makes your pet's care a priority. Open 6 days a week for your convenience. They're located just off Highway 169 in Oologah. Give them a call today at 918-443-4444 and book your animal's next appointment. Will Rogers Animal Hospital, 335 South Elm Street in Oologah.
5:07 left to play in the first half. Mustangs on top of the Bulldogs, 7-0. It's homecoming. It's good to see a lot of our alumni in the stands. Had an incredible homecoming parade last night. The Bulldogs are second down and 10 ball on the 7. They took a timeout to talk about it. Don't want to leave them on the scoreboard, so they'll take a timeout and talk things through as the Mustang defense makes their way out. Beautiful night for high school football. Not much of a breeze. It just doesn't get much better than this, Blake.
No, it's nice down here. I mean, it's just a great night for football.
Looking to pass, cross the middle, overthrown. The intended receiver was Gavin Anderson, so that brings up 3rd down and 10. It's a big 3rd down for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and our secondary is doing a great job. They got some good-looking athletes out there playing wide receiver, tight end, and for the most part, besides the big 85 and that one play where he kind of snuck out, we've done a really good job. Huge 3rd down. You're going to get the ball probably on the plus side of the field. That means on your offensive side of the 50. And statistically, you score over half the time. So big time stop here. Hopefully you're going to have plenty of time. There's still 5 minutes left on the clock. Looking deep. He's got a little bit of a run on us. Great job to catch up. Who was that?
Ty Cherry. That's an outside linebacker. That's not even a guy who normally you see drop in coverage, and he's running down the field on a go route and breaks up a pass. That's a great job.
Showing speed there and athleticism, but also showing good techniques. You see him turn his head and find the football. Great job by that young man.
So they are in their own end zone to punt it away. Mustangs won't bring a lot of pressure.
We're going to fair catch it. We're going to take it.
Street's going to call for fair catch.
39-yard line. They're going to give us a bad spot, but 40-yard line, we'll take it. Blake, what do you think we're going to do here? More of the same? You think we're going to try to hit something off the start here?
I think we're going to throw a big pass right here, I think. I think we're going to try to catch them off guard.
We're going to go 4 wide, 2 high, 2 low.
If we can get JoJo protected here and give him a little bit of time to look and survey, this is liable to pop.
Like they got some cover 2 action maybe. That's a big time throw and catch there. That's perfect ball placement. And that's a longer throw than you think. You're talking from the middle of the field all the way to the boundary, throwing it away from the defense. I like what I see there.
Actually going to kind of switch some things around. Normally we do our Mustang difference maker in the 3rd quarter. We're actually going to move to the beginning of halftime. Kind of a special deal. Don't away. Maybe you kind of walk away at halftime. You don't want to miss that. Handoff up the middle to Trimble. He's still
going
on his feet.
And again, you see a big pancake block there, Colin Schrader.
Man, I got to tell you guys, I think this offensive line tonight is playing incredible. They did a great job at Claremore and made some things happen. Tonight they're playing as a unit and just creating space. Hand off again, a little bit up the right side for Aiden. Big gain on the carry, about 7.
Jackson Llewellyn did a good job there. He's playing right guard, filling in, and kind of pulled and opened that hole for Aiden. We're going quick. Same. First down.
First down and a little bit more.
Again, you're seeing a little bit about when we're on schedule what Coach Wagner would like to do. Maybe go a little quicker, set the pace.
Mustangs can actually get a first down at the 2. So it's 1st and 10 from the 12. And
we're going to get him again.
JoJo, he's been messing with their count all night long.
That's not going to show up on Joseph's stat sheet, but that's 4 at least that I can remember.
Yeah,
that's
so
like
20 yards and freebies.
Yeah. You're starting 1st and 5, and man, that opens up anything. It's almost
Houston
like
in town tonight to Tuttle Stadium, taking on University of Tulsa. It's 28-0 in American Conference play. Good chance for TU to be on ESPN tonight, but probably not that way. JoJo going to keep it up the right
Touchdown?
side.
Oh, they're going to spot him just short.
Spot him at the inch-yard line.
Good job. Good read there to keep that. The end had crashed, kind of opened up that hole, and he hit it hard.
But that gives you the first down and sets you first and goal with 4 downs to punch it in, go up by 2 scores.
Anxious to see. Last time we were in this position, we did the Wildcat, had the mishandled snap. Looks like we're going to stay base here. Joseph's going to go under center.
They're just going to push it in.
Yeah.
There it is. Touchdown.
Nice job.
How about that? Stampede touchdown.
You see that a lot now. You see almost no one goes under center, but you see that a lot maybe from the one, and you can do what they call the bush push now. You can get pushed from behind by your running back, and you see a lot of that. Great job by the Mustang offense.
With 3:19 to play, Burchett's on to attempt the PAT. Ball down, kick on the way, it's up. And it's good. Mustangs up on top, 14-0. It's homecoming 2021.
Something to think about and look at here on the upcoming kickoff is Nate with that right foot that's retaped. Looks like it's hurting him a little bit, but also earlier on the sideline, Coach Mess and Nate were talking about looking at the tablet. Looks like where his kick placement was, so we could have a little bit of a different style kick coming up.
You see that. You've seen us kick deep. You've seen us squib kick it. You've seen the little coffin.
Little scoreboard music in the background. Couple of scores to update you on. One I just kind of had my eye on. Jinx at Broken Arrow, both of them in the bigs. Tied at 14. Norman North on top of Owasso.
Wow, that's a big score.
14-0. Kind of surprised by that. Kind of expected Owasso to take care of business tonight. They are actually at home.
Anything can happen on Friday nights. They turn on the lights.
Friday nights, absolutely. So Nate Morrow set to kick it away for the Mustangs with 3:19. Skiatook's got a little bit of time to put something on the board before half.
Good job by the
special teams. Tell you what, sometimes I think the offense and the defense spend so much time on the field, you forget how important special teams play is, because if somebody breaks loose and puts 6 on the board, it just, goodness gracious, can be.
It's a crusher.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that shows confidence in our coverage team, being able to kick it deep. And I think if we can keep covering kicks that much, you'll see us kind of turn more. Blake talked about the different style of kicks we have. I think we'll lean more on that deeper kick if we can get down there and cover it like that.
Sand Springs, number 5, actually got they are 4-0 on the season. Bobby Clean, good guy. They are on top of Muskogee. They'll catch him behind the line for a loss of a couple. Flag going to come in. Be curious to see.
Corey Eaton's slow to get up there. Looks on the bottom of the pile, but he's up.
You know, and he's done a good job this year stepping in as the first-time starter at that nose tackle. Kind of anchored it. Done a good job.
That's such a hard position with no credit given, but that's such a key. It's just your anchor of your defense there on the defensive line.
Personal foul, chop block.
On the offense. So that'll back him up.
Blake might correct me on this, but a lot of times if you're engaged with a blocker, no one can come and take your legs. Is that what that was, Blake?
Yes, because it's, we see all these knee injuries.
Yeah.
And so, just trying to protect.
That used to be legal. The offensive tackle could fire off and grab the defensive end, and the guard could dive at your knees. And that's just a player safety rule, and I like both sides of the ball, not just because it was called for us, but it's just a good rule. You want to see the kids out here playing on Friday night.
Absolutely. Any rules that allow for greater safety for the players just make the game safer, just make it a better game.
It's a big penalty for the Bulldogs. Set them way behind the chains. 3 minutes left to play till half. It's first down 22.
Oh, got a tackle.
A.J. Streeter will have a chance to knock him out of bounds. And
it's a big hit.
A.J. sent him flying, just had the right ankle. He's going to watch that replay.
Yeah, he'll like
AJ,
that.
While you're watching this on Saturday morning, you're going to like that.
Coach
replay.
Wagner won't like that play, though. We had a chance to wrap him up for a short gain. And now, with 2:43, clock stopping with the first down, and they got a timeout. Now they're thinking, hey, we got a chance to go get a score.
Yeah.
We're going to get the ball coming out of half, so if we can keep it 14-0, it's going to be big.
Handoff around the right side.
Another big gain.
We can't fall apart here. We saw what happened last week with Grove. We let them punch it in right, 30 seconds on the clock, and it killed all of our momentum going into halftime. We got to get a stop here on defense. Has to.
Bulldogs want to play fast here. Isaac Long on the carry. It's first set of downs, 1st and 10 with 2:30 on the clock. Mustangs with 4 down front. Quarterback got a little bit of time looking for his guy across the right side. Oh, what a catch. What a catch. Ethan Porter. Big go up and grab. Has a little bit of size on Ashton.
Yeah, he did a good job at creating some space there to be able to go up and get the ball because Ashton was in good coverage. It's one of those deals, they practice too, and he just made a play.
They recognize they got a little bit of a size advantage over there, and boy, they went after it. 1st and 10, ball on the 17. Quarterback going to keep it. Looks like he'll gain a yard.
Hey, you guys talked about player safety rules. They have the targeting rule now. Can someone explain to me, in the age of technology, why that ruling is judged by a guy that's looking on a screen smaller than my phone?
Yeah.
You watch that on Saturday, and you're talking about a guy having to come off the field for a game, and we're looking at it on a screen that's a couple inches wide. I don't understand that. Double trick play here. Ooh, are we saying he caught it?
AJ looks like he caught
Stringer
that.
was arguing, hey, I caught the ball.
The outside guy is going to maybe argue in our favor.
About it.
The sideline guy's
He
saying
would have had the angle.
Nope, they're saying no.
Say complete.
I think AJ was selling that, but I think he knew, watching him walk around, I think he knew he dropped that one and knew it was in and out of the hands,
He's going to see what kind of acting job he could pull off.
Big third down.
Stops the clock.
We haven't seen their field goal kicker, so I don't know, kind of his capability, but big third down, 3rd and 9. Can the defense stiffen up and get off the field?
Pass incomplete on the right side, intended for number 21, Gavin Anderson. Put them in 4th down. I would imagine they're probably going to go for it.
Good job by Ty Stevens. He's done a good job tonight. Kind of been all over his guy.
Playing that corner position tonight, too. Kind of moved around positions. Good job getting coached up this week and being able to play that.
The field goal kicking team on, so they'll attempt to at least put some points on the board.
We got to be ready for anything. We'd like to get pressure, but we also want to make sure that we're not. AJ's deep in the backfield. Looks like we're on it. Low.
How about that? You like apples?
How about them apples? That's a great movie. I watched that the other day.
One of Matt Damon's early movies. That's one of my favorite lines. You like apples? How about them apples? 128, the Mustang defense holds, kind of get a break on an attempted field goal from the Bulldogs. And so with $1:28 left to go till halftime, Mustang offense will come out. Coming up in just a minute, I'm going to visit with Christy York. She's actually the principal at our lower elementary. Her and her team doing an incredible job. But our Mustangs difference maker of the week played a huge role over in that building.
Yes, she did. And you're going to want to hit that one before you go get some halftime refreshments.
There's that play where it looks like it's going to go one way, and they come back. Ashton Wright on the carry.
Almost enough for a first down. I think they're going to say just short, and that's huge because that keeps the clock running. We're going to have to go quick. We got one timeout, a little over a minute.
Ashton with a gain of 9. He's going to have a big game tonight. And I think he was Blake's player of the game.
Yeah, and he's a sophomore, and I know they just expect him to keep getting, better and better.
Bryson Moore's going to want that one back through his hands. Would have been a first down.
Would have been a first down. Stop the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 1. So 2 receivers to the far side. JoJo going to keep it.
Nice
Got
cut.
First down. Get about 7 more yards. Down and the Mustangs.
Again, that's a read option. You're going to see that defensive end on that side crashed as hard as he could to Aiden. I guarantee you that Someone's been in his ear about getting to the ball, and a good job by Griswold there keeping it and then making a big-time cut to get the first down.
That's part of that. The clock keeps running for the Mustangs.
Get out of bounds. Yep, good job.
Ashton Wright.
That was Blake's player of the game, kind of like who to watch. He took one back for 6 last week on a kick return. Just a good athlete and a good sophomore. So,
gain of 6 brings up 2nd down and 4 with the clock stopped. So I think the Mustangs are thinking score, not just run out the clock.
I agree. I think we're going to go try to get some more points.
You've got a timeout you can utilize. Let's play aggressive. JoJo got some time.
Good catch there.
Streeter, first down. Little pause the clock so they can move the chains.
Big time catch. We're going to get a little break there. They chunked the ball in, hit one of our guys, so the guy had to go chase it.
Mustangs have played fast early in the game, so they can go a little bit of tempo.
Oh, extra guy on.
Brody was trying to get in the action, but they didn't bring anybody off. Handoff to Trimble. The left side still carrying.
Bet we use our timeout here. Yep.
So the Mustangs are going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Thanks. You sure are good at this.
Hey, it's my dream job.
Men, time to be an all-star caregiver. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Be there emotionally and physically. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find care guides at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
25 and a half seconds left until halftime. I got to tell you, I'm proud of the Mustang offense, and I'm really proud of the offensive line. They have done a good job of just establishing that line of scrimmage, opening up some holes, and let the run game do what it needs to do tonight.
Yeah, they've been doing a tremendous job, and that group's just been gelling over time. New starters, got another new starter this week because of injury, and we've been leaning on them. So we talked about homecoming. One of the things we do with homecoming is door decorating. If you don't follow the high school page, Oologah-Talala High School, we had 2 of the best door decorating I've ever seen. Coach Jan, Mrs. Workman is awesome. She graduated from here, and they're 2 of the best I've ever seen. So if you don't, you need to go check that out.
2nd down and 1. JoJo back to pass, going to scramble a little bit.
They're going to call us for holding.
Able to get it on the right side.
Man, that's a big-time play there.
Braxton
it's going to be negated.
Flag, yeah.
Joseph getting out of the pocket, making something happen. That's a huge penalty, 10-yard penalty. And just as important, we lost 6 seconds.
Ivan Long was a defender that tracked him down.
You know, talking about the progression of Joe, the past few weeks we haven't seen him get out of the pocket. And all this game, he's been working, getting out of the pocket and extending the play with his legs. And that's just such a great thing to see him do.
That's a good point.
That is a costly penalty because it's a spot foul. It takes place from where the foul took place, and then you back up 10 yards from there. And, man, you were second at inches, and now you're second and 16.
And that's complicates our first down. And we were basically using first downs as like a half a timeout.
Streeter.
Left side. Oh, if
man,
he can beat that guy.
Green grass.
We got to go.
Ivan Long brought him down on the tackle. Can't stop the clock. Mustangs are going to try to get one more off. Oh, he's going to spike the ball.
Yeah, that really hurts because that would have been a first down, and that would have stopped the clock. It's like a half a timeout ball. The clock stops so they set the play.
But I can tell you, that might right there, spiking the ball might be my favorite play of the season because it says we're aggressive.
Yeah.
It had been so easy we're up by 14, but Coach Wagner and the team said, no, we're not going to waste a moment. We're not going to waste an opportunity. Spike the ball. We're going to play aggressive. So the Mustangs with 4 receivers, it's 4th down and 7. JoJo back to pass. Going to catch Trimble on the right side. It'll help his stat sheet, but it doesn't help the scoreboard. So the Mustangs going at halftime on top, 14-0. Going to take a quick time back. When we come out, we'll come back with Christy York. We'll be back in just a second.
And Mama, how you feeling?
Great, and I'm ready for you today.
I'm checking in on you. Morning meditation?
Check.
Dressed and ready to work out?
Check.
Check your blood pressure yet?
And check.
Boom! Great job, Mom. And about those gold earrings?
No, ma'am.
Now more than ever, it's important that we protect our hearts and the hearts of those we love. Monitor your blood pressure daily and help each other stay motivated. Rally your squad to take the online pledge at releasethepressure.org. Brought to you.
Men, time to be an all-star caregiver. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Be there emotionally and physically. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find care guides at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Well, welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Mustangs on top of the visiting Bulldogs, 14-0, and I am joined up in the press box with a very special lady. Does an incredible job at our lower elementary, Principal Christy York. Christy, thanks for joining us at halftime.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
We are glad.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, glad you're here. And we have been doing this segment called the Mustang Difference Maker of the Week, where we find a volunteer, somebody in our community that does a great job. Today's special because it's in memory of someone who passed away this past week, and you spent a lot of time with her. She spent a lot of time in your building, and that is Miss Betty Wilhite. Take just a minute to talk about her and just kind of memorialize her, if you would.
I met Miss Betty several years ago, and she came to my building. She had been working in the district, I think kind of on and off in the cafeteria. I'm not really sure where else, but she came in to work with kids and listen to them read, work in small groups with them, our kindergarten kids, teaching them their letters and sounds, and she ended up in our office. She would help kids that would come in every morning. The woman was committed. She would show up every day, 20 minutes early. She would get there before everybody else, and I would open the door, and she was already there every day. And I'm like, Miss Betty, beat me again. So she was committed. She loved her Mustang family and just was such a big supporter of the school, the community, and we loved her. We had kids that, mentioned her this week. They heard about her passing, and we got to talk a little bit about that. But there were kids that would come in upset, just coming to school. I don't want to go to school today. And Miss Betty would say, I'd walk you to class. And she'd hold their hand, and she'd take them down. And so she was a big part of the lower elementary. It's a big loss for us.
Went to church with her years ago, and just a loss to our community. Our prayers are for her family, and our hearts are full of gratitude.
Absolutely. Well, and she's been a big part of this community for a long time. From what I understand, now Mrs. Adkins, I hope this doesn't date her, but Mrs. Adkins told me that she worked at the daycare when Mrs. Adkins was a little girl. And so she's been working with kids in this community for a long time. And so she will leave a big legacy of just her smile, greeting kids every morning at the front door, her kind heart, and her love of Mustang, the Mustang family and the Mustang community.
Well, she's our Raising Cane's Mustangs Difference Maker of the Week. Christy, thank you so much. Thanks for what you guys do. You guys have all the fun stuff with all the littles down
we
there.
do. It's busy. It's busy in our building. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, we're going to come back, and the Stallion Battalion Marching Band is going to do their show. Christy, thanks for joining us at halftime. We'll be back with more right after this.
Thank you.
Men, time to be an all-star caregiver. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Be there emotionally and physically. Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find care guides at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Bulldogs.
Dental and Dentures, we offer a friendly, down-to-earth atmosphere, new techniques and technologies, expert doctors, and an experienced, caring dental team. We are proud to provide great dental care for your entire family. Your smile is often the first thing people notice and the one thing they remember. We'd love to work with you to help you keep your teeth and smile for a lifetime. We offer complete dental care for the whole family, from preventative dental care, cosmetic and restorative dentistry, pediatric dental care, dentures and partials, sports mouth guards for your athletes, and more. Please call today to speak with any member of our team regarding questions you may have or to make an appointment with our gentle and elite doctors. You can also request an appointment online at allsmilesdentalanddentures.com. Dr. Garrison, Dr. Allen, and our entire elite team look forward to providing you with the excellent care that you need and deserve. Give us a call today at 443-9900 for your next dental appointment. All Smiles Dental and Dentures, conveniently located just off of Highway 169 in Oologah.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Coming up in just a moment, we're going to visit with Grant Merrill, talk about some of the Oklahoma prep scores that are going on across the state. But now I'm joined with our superintendent, Dr. David Wilkins. Welcome to the Halftime Show.
Yeah, hey, how are you guys doing today?
Last night was kind of your first opportunity to be a part of Oologah Homecoming.
Yes.
Yesterday we watched the weather all day, those kind of things. Are we going to rain out or we get to have the parade? So it's your first time to be here. What's your takeaway?
So it was great. I think it was exciting to see how many people came out to the parade. Everybody lining the streets and, just excited about it and getting candy and all the kids being there and everything, and then coming back to the school and see how many people come back just to hang out and to listen to the band and support the team and eat hot dogs and just kind of hang out. It was great.
Let's talk a little bit about your resume, because you've been a superintendent in a couple of different districts.
Yes. In Cherokee County at Holbert, and then up in Washington County at Dewey.
Your last
and then was
assistant
super.
Years.
Yes. Yeah. So which was great. Again, had the opportunity to work under Don Raleigh there. He was state superintendent of the year. Very dynamic person. A great opportunity to learn. Just to work with some really good people.
You've been in education long enough to know there's two really busy seasons in the school year.
Yes.
We're in one of those. We've got kids going everywhere, doing everything.
Yes. So, with athletics, with academics, we're getting right in the core of teaching. And then also on our side, so October is just state reporting month for us. So there's just tons of stuff that's coming up in this month. So that combined with, next week we'll have volleyball and softball regionals. And then football going on, marching band
at the state fair.
Yes,
yeah, but the other buildings too. You got to remember, Oologah is more than a high school. We've got 3 other sites that are going on, and they're very busy as well. So
yes, yeah, a lot of stuff's at all the sites. It was great. We went to the lower elementary today and watched their assembly that they have, kind of a little monthly, I don't know what they do, awards assembly and just recognition, and which is great. The little kids, it's kind of funny because Mr. Sappington and I, we both went. Just went in some pre-K classrooms. We're walking around talking to some of the teachers, and just the little guys. So he and I are both like middle school, high school people, and the little kids. Like I'm fairly certain that our blood pressure was through the roof just being in and out of those classrooms. So just the little guys, they're great, but man, there's a special place in heaven for those teachers for sure.
I know firsthand from the teachers, they certainly appreciate you being present, being there.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for stopping by tonight. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and hear from Grant Merrill more after this.
Thank you.
Perfect answers, but that's okay because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that actually makes Oklahoma high school sports on Friday night a thing. Grant Merrill. Grant, what's going on in your world, brother man?
Man, you act like I invented the game of football. I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, you guys cover the game of football on Friday night, I'll say that.
Well, we're going to have a great show tonight, and we appreciate you having us on here in halftime. I mean, I was really, really pulling for you guys. Last week at halftime, I thought we had a good chance pulling ahead of Grove. I know it didn't happen the way that we wanted to. Man, Mustangs played well in the first half of action last week, hoping for a big win tonight.
We've kind of been through a gauntlet. 3 of the 4 teams we played leading up to this point were ranked. And there's good football in Northeast Oklahoma.
Yeah, there is. And, there's going to be plenty tonight. A couple of games that we're looking at. I know we were going to talk about Collinsville and Sapulpa. Collinsville seems like they can do no wrong right now, and it certainly seemed that way last week. 71-0. Big win over Nathan Hale. Of course, Nathan Hale is not a jinx or a broken arrow or even anywhere close to that. But, anytime you can beat another team 71-0, especially when the services of your starting quarterback are in question going into the ball game, that's a pretty good sign of a stout program. Collinsville, I have them going all the way this year. I don't think anybody in 5A is going to catch them. They're kind of like Bixby right now. I mean, just continuing to run week after week, and I think that we'll be seeing them in Edmond at the end of the season.
Another great game tonight. Jinx Broken Arrow, obviously checking that score. Jinx number 1 in the Bigs, what I call them, 6A1. Their only loss to Bixby. But also Broken Arrow, other than him losing to his dad as a Owasso. I mean, I think that's a great area matchup tonight.
I think it is. Jinx is definitely the Trojans outside of their loss, outside of their, loss to Bixby earlier in the season, they have really shown through. I mean, they beat the Union in the Backyard Bowl. Last week they didn't have a huge challenge against Enid, but, Enid's number 8 team in the state, and they can still beat them quite handily. And, Coach Riggs has his crew ready to go every week. That's a game that's going to be interesting because, there's so many of these matchups in 6A1 that every time these teams get together, you just can't go on previous records because, there's some form of parity or off the field comparison that just kind of throws all the record books out the window. And Jinx Broken Arrow, another big game. And, Josh Blankenship needs to make some statements here in his first year. And I think, if he were to beat Jinx, that'd be a pretty big statement to make as they propelled to number 1 after Owasso's kind of shocking loss to Union last week. We were watching that on TV in the studio, and, for Owasso not to even score until the fourth quarter, that kind of said a lot about Union's defense, given the fact that, with Austin Havens having Cole Adams and Keelan Carney and some of these other kids for the Rams in this high-powered offense, it was surprising they didn't put more points on the board.
Well, hey, if people want to listen in to all the sports recap tonight, how do they find the radio show?
We will be on the Sports Animal 97.1 beginning at 10 p.m. Some of you can pick that up on 96.1 or 101.1 in the Oologah area, and we'll definitely be there with all of your scores. And Brent, before I go, I just want to say one thing on a personal note. I do want to extend condolences to the Ballard family on the passing of Dr. Keith Ballard, who I know so many of you at Oologah knew over the years. Just such a fine man and educator, and with his funeral going on tomorrow, I just wanted to just really send my condolences to the Oologah community because I know he was well loved in our part of the country.
Very much. We so much appreciate Dr. Keith and his just reputation, and we were glad to have him when we did. So, Grant Merrill, my friend, I hope everybody will join in tonight while they're driving home from wherever they may be and catch the Oklahoma Sports Prep. Grant, I will chat with you guys in a bit. Hope you have a good weekend.
Thanks, sir.
We'll be back with more right after this.
You deserve a bank that understands how hard you've worked to get where you are and how hard you're still working to keep things going. Life and its circumstances and challenges is what makes all of us who we are. At Armstrong Bank, we'll always roll up our sleeves and work right along beside you, generation after generation. Armstrong Bank, for more than 100 years.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
Rod Henry Construction has been in the business of installing and manufacturing septic tanks and aerobic systems for over 10 years. At Rod Henry Construction, we take pride in providing quality service and products at a reasonable rate. We're proud members of the Home Builders Association and the Better Business Bureau. You can visit our website at rhcinc.net. The customer is always our top priority. Rod Henry Construction is a family-owned and operated business with strong Christian values that will ensure our work. For manufacturing and installation of aerobic and septic systems, service and repair, give Rod Henry Construction a call, 918-371-1207. And go Mustangs!
Welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg. I am joined by Kevin Hogue. You can't hear yourself?
I can't hear anything.
That's not what I wanted. Technical difficulties, which are probably my fault. My apologies to everyone. So we've got 2 minutes left to go in halftime. We're going to take a quick timeout so we can figure this out. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hey guys,
Sorry.
It's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Well, welcome back to the Mustang Halftime Show. Hello, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg, joined by Kevin Hogue. And I have to admit, I wiggled the duct tape.
You did. If you saw how many cords it took to make this go, it can happen.
I wiggled the duct tape. We are getting set for the third quarter to kick off. Let's talk a little bit about first half stats.
Yeah, you saw Oologah 28 rushing attempts for 132 yards, 11 for 16 passing for 93 yards, so that's pretty balanced for us. Aiden Trimble led the way with 83 yards rushing on 13 attempts, and Ashton kicked in 29 yards, and Nate kicked in 15. And then on the receiving end, Streeter, 6 catches, 56 yards. Braxton Moore, 2 catches, 13 yards. And Aiden Trimble, 3 catches, 24 yards. Good to see us spread the ball around. And I like seeing some shorter passes. I know we've been used to getting some chunk plays, but to just move the chains and keep the ball and keep possession of the ball has been good for the defense.
Absolutely. Good first half by the Mustangs. They were able to pretty much do what they wanted to do. They were driving, and just a holding set them back. So they're still up by 2 scores.
Yeah. Yeah, and defense, I want to hit, maybe not the best couple of weeks, but our rushing defense has been tremendous. 13 attempts for Skiatook for only 47 yards. That's less than 4 yards an attempt. That's just a tremendous job by the defensive line and the linebackers tackling to this week.
Until the second half of last week, defense had been pretty dominant through their last couple of outings. Had done a good job. So,
yeah.
Well, the Mustangs are going to receive the ball. Blake, you're down on the sideline. What's the temperature and attitude of the guys as they came out of the locker room?
They're great. They seem really relaxed, and I think that's a good thing. They're really relaxed, which means they're going to play well. They're just going to come out free. It's big for us to have a good third quarter right now. We haven't had one this season, and a big third quarter is just going to leapfrog us on to the next weeks.
Absolutely. So the Bulldogs are set to kick it away. A little bit of a pooch kick.
A little corner kick. Good take. Good job.
Who got that, Blake?
Gavin Salt.
Gavin Salt.
Coach Wagner talked about that. Gavin last week played, they had a freshman game and a JV game. He can only play 2 games a week, and he wanted to get him some reps, but then that pulls him and a couple others out of that special teams role. And so, that's a big hole, but they're wanting to get him reps and improve him and get him as many snaps as possible.
Had the ball to end the first half. They get the ball to start the second half. Mustangs with 4 receivers in this offense, so they are spread. Just going to hand it to Trimble up the right side. Going to carry a tackler with him.
Sure looked like there was a lot there initially.
Yeah.
Had 2 guys pull, and it looked like there was a lot there, and good job on Skiatook's job there getting on the ball. We're going to go quick again.
Gain of 4 for the Mustangs, 4 receivers. Mustangs looking in spread. Trimble in the backfield. They'll check with coach, make sure that's the play they want. Handoff up the middle.
Good cut.
Gain of about 12, enough for a first down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Good job. I like to see us. We go quick. We get on the line. It keeps them from doing any substitution. And then we kind of check with coach. Is that what we want? And he makes an adjustment or doesn't, and there's a call for that.
Kudos to the right side of that line, man. They just cleared that side out, gave Aiden lots of room. JoJo back to pass, got his man. Knocked out of bounds, but a gain of about 4 for the Mustangs.
And again, I'm going to say that's one of the hardest throws to make. That's a long, flat throw. You got to put a lot on that ball. Good job by Joseph.
Braxton Moore, the receiver for Oologah, brings up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, good to see him getting involved. What's that going to be? His 3rd catch of the night.
We talked about it pregame. That it's important for more than just one receiver to have a big night. You got to share the wealth. You got to spread it around.
Yeah, we got 3 guys with at least 3 catches now. So
handoff. Nope, that was just JoJo just kept it.
JoJo took a big hit by number 14, Isaac Long, junior running back, linebacker.
Bring up 3rd down and inches for the Mustangs.
See Patrick Miller coming off. He was in homecoming. Been a good addition this year to the Mustang football team.
Isaac Long is a pretty good wrestler.
There you go. Skiatook has a really good wrestling program. Won a couple state titles in 5A. Came down last year to 4A and ran into Tuttle.
There you go. Aiden Trimble around the left side. Going to get the 1st down and a whole lot more. Great just movement, keeping his feet going. Able to pop outside. It's a Mustang 1st down and 10.
Blake, obviously you're, 2-3-time state tournament wrestler. How many state tournaments has Tuttle won?
I think it's 14 straight right now.
Oh, wow.
14 straight. And
they
that's
dominate.
Just incredible. I think they had every wrestler but lightweight and heavyweight were in at least the top 4 at state. And that's just
Line him in motion. Handoff around the right side. Aiden Trimble still on his feet. Good heavy running.
Oh, still going.
Going to get a 1st down and some more.
That was an awfully good run. And look who's right there with him, the whole offensive line. So that means they're downfield blocking, getting to that 2nd level. Doing a great job. You talk about Tuttle, probably one of the reasons they're ranked number 1. I'm going to guess a lot of those kids that wrestle play for their defense. Their defense is known for being tough. Blake would know a little bit more about that.
Yeah, wrestlers, a lot of the wrestlers play, multiple sports there. And Tuttle, just a testament to the Tuttle community. They do a lot of stuff for their sports program, and they're good across the board at everything. And, and it's just a great school and a great program they've got going there.
Nate Morrow up the middle. He'll gain a couple. 2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line for the Mustang offense. Brady Sappington will come in. Brody.
You saw Skiatook, I think. Was that the state tournament? I think they had 2 4-time state champs.
Mustangs need to count because I don't know that enough guys went off for what came in.
Yeah, we're at 11.
Okay.
Just looks wonky because it's all tight to the far side.
You're right, Mr. Hogan. Both those guys are wrestling at the next level.
Yeah, they're big time. Oh. He just took the ball away. Number 22 for the Bulldogs. Ivan Long, running back, defensive back, just literally took the ball away.
Boy, I hope that doesn't turn around and bite you because you were driving, you were moving the ball, and he just reached into Nate's arm and pulled it out. So a turnover for the Bulldogs. They are backed up against the end zone. I think it's time for a little game we like to play every week called How Cool is Kevin? My favorite game.
Bring it.
Got a little graphic on the screen. You're welcome.
Thanks, Mr. Fisher, for picking the
So
worst
this
picture.
week was Spirit Week, right?
Yep.
And that was Country Club or Country Club, right?
Yeah, that was supposed to be like a preppy. I had 2 collared shirts on.
The 2 collared look.
2 popped. I never did that growing up. I showed my kids what that was, and my youngest was like, please tell me you never did that.
Well, I thought it looked cool. Of course, I would, being a product of the 90s. Long is loose to the left side, going to get maybe a 1st down. All right, so here we go. Blake, I'll need your help. So the first word for How Cool is Kevin is slay.
Slay. If you slay, it means you're killing it. You're if you went out and you slayed a test, you're killing it.
Get it.
You did great.
Blake's he good?
He's good.
All right, poppin'. That's poppin'.
Is that the next word?
That's the next word.
Poppin' means if that's poppin', it's kind of off the hook. It's going really well. It's poppin'. It's good.
It's on point.
What do you say there, Blake?
I think that's right.
I think it was in the ballpark.
So,
yeah, that's good.
Oh, big hit there. Who was that?
Like Caden.
Caden Smith. And you're seeing Caden getting more involved this week. He's more of a run-stopping linebacker than maybe a coverage linebacker, and you're seeing him getting more involved with that wing T, so it's good to see that with a senior.
Colton Sutton on the carry for the Bulldogs. All right, one more. And it's not a word. It's a person. Well, actually, it's a couple of people. Who are the D'Amelios?
Oh, never heard of them.
Blake?
I don't know that I've ever heard of them.
Yeah.
What?
Where'd you get that? The D'Amelios?
Yeah, they're famous TikTokers.
Oh, I don't have
I'm
a
not.
TikTok.
I don't do TikTok.
Yeah. Trust me. The majority of issues that end up in my office start on Snapchat or TikTok. We're not having it, and my kids aren't having it. I'm sure there's some positive to it, but I don't get to see that side of it.
Gavin Anderson will pick up the first down for the Bulldogs. So, 2 for 3, not bad.
2 for 3 again.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
It's one of my favorite segments we do is How Cool is Kevin? 7:21 left to play in the third quarter. The Mustangs on a kind of drop-dead turnover. They were knocking on the door to score. Skiatook pulled it out of his hands, and they're driving now. But, man, he'll get caught behind the lines.
Good job. And we talked about that before the game, everyone filling their gap, and we just had a line of gold hats from the hash to the far sidelines. There's just no room for him to go.
Isaac Long on the carry for Skiatook. He'll lose 3, brings up second down and 13.
And that's a good job. We got some maybe second-teamers in, kids that didn't start tonight, and they're doing a good job stepping up, and we need them to do that. So
we've been blessed to have 2 home games in a row. I know our band's thankful for that because they had the competition last Saturday. They're on the road at the Bigsby Festival of Bands tomorrow, but we're on the road next Friday night, headed up north.
Yes, sir, Miami, Oklahoma.
We'll talk about that stadium and what all that entails. Maybe you're going next week to watch. We'll give you some advice on that.
That looked like good coverage, but that guy's right there. Yep, they're going to call pass interference.
It was Ty Stevens on the coverage, so that'll be pass interference on a first down. So we are on the road at Miami. It's a couple of good places to stop and eat on the way.
Yeah, if you cut through Veneta, you can go to Clanton's. That's been featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, excuse me. And if you go to Miami, if you trek into the game, it's actually at NEO Stadium. It's on a college campus.
It's not at their high school. It's at NEO Stadium.
It's a great setting. They put a lot of money into it. The old home side is actually the wayside, so it's huge. A little wonky parking, but it's a fun spot. It's a fun road trip. You take the turnpike. It's not that bad. So
hope you'll join us in person or online. We'll be there. Be broadcasting live. Looking forward to that trip. I have yet to broadcast from Miami. So,
yeah, I've got to make that trip for junior high football just a few weeks ago.
Quarterback's going to keep it up the left side. Get knocked out of bounds, but not after he picks up about 8 on the carry.
You know, this is kind of the third quarter curse we've got to break. You know, we saw the fumble, knocking on the door fumble. Now Skiatook drove down the field. We got to get a stop. You know, we got to play a good third quarter. You got to play all fourth quarters.
Yeah, we're just kind of snake bit. We were driving the ball and just a great play by them.
It's a beautiful night, Mustang Stadium. Forecast says there's a little bit of a chance of rain, but I think we're going to get the game in. First down for the Bulldogs. He'll be spotted out of bounds at the 35-yard line, so 1st and 10 for Skiatook.
Big drive for them. You know, we were driving to go up 3 scores. If they punch it in here, they're right in the game. And then, then we're going to probably be in for a good game the rest of the way.
Sand Springs on top of Muskogee, 27-20. That game score showing still at halftime.
It's a little closer than I thought it would be. The Roughers playing tough at home. Bixby, wow, 67-0 at half.
I think Bixby beat TU.
That's something. 67-0 at half.
Isaac Long in the carry for the Bulldogs. Another first down for them as they're just moving the chains. Defense needs to kind of toughen up, get a stop.
Well, also Norman North tied at 28, showing in the second quarter.
2 receivers to the far side. They haven't had a lot of success in passing the ball. Most of their stuff has just been their run game or kind of the screen game. And off again to Long.
Good cutback. We had strung that out well, and he stuck that foot in the ground. We got a hold on Skiatook.
We'll take it, too. This drive, we need a little bit of help.
And 4A action, total all over Tecumseh, 30-0. Poto, man, they're number 2, but they look tough again this year, 49-6. Coach Warner doing a good job there. Won a few state titles at Poto. Just a great coach.
I would suspect Poto is going to have a chance to play for a gold ball.
Yep.
I would imagine it'll be Tuttle Poto. Wagner, you never can count him out.
How about Wagner Bristow? tied 0-0 in the third quarter. At least that's what Squirtle says.
Yeah, may not be a score reported, or that may be the ball game.
Miami-Cleveland, 17-all in the second.
Two teams right there we're certainly watching because we'll need to beat them.
Yeah. And then a team that's coming into our district next year, Cushing, all over Classen, 53-16. Oh.
Quarterback, a little bit of trouble. He'll run out of bounds back at the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's not what you want to see.
Unfortunately, I think you see that sometimes when you're on their sidelines because that looked, I don't know. I couldn't see if he was out of bounds, but that looked clean.
I don't know if you guys could hear it up there. The whistle did blow
and he
before we hit it, which I think it was kind of one of those bang-bang plays. I don't know that's, obviously not a dirty play on our part, but football's a fast game, and sometimes you get caught in that, and you just got to be football smart and be aware where you're at and what's going on.
It's a personal foul against the Mustangs.
And it's automatic first down, too, man.
Yeah.
We had them backed up.
Play disciplined football. You got to be smart. You got to know where your feet are, how far you're out of bounds. There's a little bit of grace if you're close to that boundary marker, but if you're a step or two out of bounds, they'll pop you.
Yep.
Now they're showing that's not an automatic first down. Showing second down at 4. Quarterback's just going to keep it up the left side. Going to pick up 3 of the 4 yards. Going to bring up third down and 1. Coming up just a little bit, Blake's going to have a chance to visit with our Mustang of the Week. One of those kids that every time I see her, she's always smiling.
Always smiling, hardworking. She's an offside, and if you go to Apple Mart, you see her, and she's always smiling there, too.
They're just going to keep it up the middle. I don't think he's going to get it. Look at that defensive line just backing him up.
Great job. And, again, that defensive line is our offensive line. So
yeah.
They've been playing big-time football. See Gabe Grazier, homecoming king, getting up off the bottom of that pile. He just said, I'm going to be tougher than you this play.
So because of forward momentum, they will let the player go down as far forward as he got. So the line of scrimmage doesn't really move, but it brings up fourth down and 1. Skiatook trying to decide if they want to kick a field goal.
I think they'll go for this one.
I think they're going to go for it. Play clock's at 10, so they're going to have to hustle.
They're going to have to hurry, and are they going to go under center and do what they just did after what we just did? I bet they don't.
I think they're going to call timeout. Yeah, the clock was running out. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
Let Advanced Homes build your next dream home. At Advanced Homes, we embrace your individual style and work hard to design a home that's perfect for you and your family. Our team has an expert ability to take your individual ideas and build the blueprints that will become your dream home, built just for you. We don't just build houses, we help you build the home you've always dreamed of. From the simple to the lavish, we've done it all, and we can help you every step of the way. Visit our website, advancedhbi.com, or call us today, 918-855-6597. Advanced Homes, building your dreams.
People start something great in their 40s and 50s. Getting your retirement savings on track is no different. Go to aceyourretirement.org, and in 3 minutes, you'll get personalized tips to help boost your retirement savings. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Four minutes and a second left to play in the third quarter. Nobody's put points on the board this quarter. The Mustangs had a great chance, turned it over. It is fourth down and 1. It's a big play for your Mustang defense.
I think they're going to spread us out and try to run up the middle here.
Ball's on the 13-yard line.
Oh, they're going to throw it. Nice job, AJ.
How about that? How about AJ Streeter? Man, he has had a heck of a night, and it just goes to show, man, he saw the angle on the ball, knocked it out of bounds. The Mustangs will take over, first down and 10.
Good, smart play there, because he probably had a chance to pick that off, but he just said, no, we're going to bat this down. We're going to take possession. Big-time play there.
Absolutely right. You get actually more yards. You get a better spot if you don't intercept that football, and that's just good football IQ by AJ.
So some of our guys will come on and come off the field, but a lot of them stay.
A lot don't.
A lot of them stay. That turns into an issue fourth quarter with energy management. The Mustangs in a big package just going to hand it off. Man, he just does an incredible job getting through little bitty holes and moving the pile.
Yeah, he just kind of burrows through there, for lack of a better term.
Blake, you've had the opportunity to hand the ball to Aiden, and it just kind of, you feel confident what he's going to do.
Absolutely. He's one of those guys that he wants the football in his hands every down that he can get it. And he, just like you said, his first few steps are so explosive that he gets 2 or 3 yards every time he touches the ball just from blasting through the line.
Hand off again. Got a little more room. Going to get the first down and a couple more.
Yep. Good job there.
Also helps. Our offensive line, I know we've said it, but is playing very well tonight. They're doing a great job run blocking and making some good holes and blocking down the field for our running backs.
Tell you what, the fact that we've said it a couple of times tonight that we're as healthy as we've been all season, that's important when you get to district play.
Absolutely.
You want to win the non-district games. Yeah, but this is where it counts. This is what sets playoffs in motion. Mustangs will come out of their stance, look to the sideline, make sure we're all on the same page. 2 receivers are to the far side of the field. JoJo's going to keep it. Not much there. Actually, I think he's going to lose a yard.
Bulldogs did a good job there, kind of sold out on the run. Interesting score in 3A, Verdigris. We play them a lot in a lot of different sports. They're number 4 in 3A. They're losing currently at number 10, Berry Hill, 28-10.
Oh, wow.
In the third quarter. It's a big-time score.
2 good schools, 2 good programs in that class.
Second and long.
JoJo under a little bit of pressure again. Man, guy just got away.
Didn't really see. Looked like just a, we've been bragging on the offensive line. Just kind of looked like a missed assignment there. Now we're 3rd and long. Not a lot of play calls for 3rd and 20.
Yeah, especially we're in this side of the field. Third down at 18. Mustangs with 4 receivers.
Oh,
Joe just got a shuffle pass to Aiden.
Love that.
Not going to get a lot of that back, but not going to get enough for the first down.
Like that play call, kind of a tunnel screen up the middle. And it's one of those that looks like a handoff, but if he drops it, it's no harm, no foul, incomplete. Give a little more room to operate.
And get you some pass yards.
Yeah, that's a reception.
So Nate Morrow comes on to do the punting duties for the Mustangs. They're going to bring a little bit of pressure.
Good punt there. Good bounce.
Going to take a Mustang bounce. Let's keep rolling, boys. Take it down to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard punt. We'll take that.
So your defense did its job. Seems like in the third quarter, and Blake, you said this coming out of halftime, we really needed a good third quarter. We haven't found one yet this season.
You're right, and not that this is a good third quarter, but this is the best one we've had. We've kept the opposing team out of the end zone. We haven't found the end zone, but we've been able to not have nothing crazy happen.
So the Bulldogs hand it off. He's taking most of their carries tonight. Isaac Long, number 14. He's a junior. Maybe one of the better guys on their roster.
Yeah. They rely on him heavily.
Coach certainly had him circled in their scout and just knew they would have to keep an eye on him. Gain of 3. Skiatook's going to move a tight end to the other side.
Great job. Kind of the old student body left, and just a host of Mustangs there to disrupt that play.
Puts them behind the chains.
Quickly.
A couple of yards. They're down at 12. You like that. You like 3rd and long for your defense.
We haven't got a lot of 3 and outs this season, so this would be nice for the defense. A little confidence booster. Nice for the offense to get right back out there.
Don't know that they'll get this off before the clock expires. Yep, they're going to.
They'll try to go deep again.
Trying to pick on Ashton Wright.
They're going to say caught.
They're going to say caught.
They're just throwing jump balls, and we're all over him. He's not faster than us. He's just bigger.
He's just tall. He's just got probably 1.5 foot size on Ashton. So at the end of that, Mustangs on top after we've played 3, 14-0. It's 2021 homecoming. We'll be back with more right after this.
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Thanks. You sure are good at this.
Hey, it's my dream job.
Appreciate it, Raising Cane's and all they do. Big supporters of Mustang Athletics. Let's go to the sideline. Blake, what you got?
I have Christina Huff here, and she is a senior drum player in our band. She does a great job here on Friday nights. And Christina, how's your senior year going?
It's going really good. I'm enjoying it so far. I do college classes and everything, and it's definitely the real senior year experience.
So what is your plans for the future for college and all that stuff?
I plan on getting my associates in criminal justice at TCC and then moving to OSU to get my master's.
That is awesome.
I'm going to be a detective.
That is super cool. I go to TCC. I like it. It's a great school. It's a good job. Good to get your first 2 years out of the way right there. Any shout-outs you want to give to anybody special in the stands?
Not that I know of. Not today.
Well, thank you. That's Christina Huff. She plays in the band. She's awesome.
That is awesome. She is just a fun kid. I've been around Christina since she's been in high school, and just smart kid, hard worker.
Mm-hmm. She's a great young lady, and excited to see what she'll do post-high school.
Yeah, absolutely. I've never seen her without a smile.
Never.
She's always smiling. So she's actually the section leader for the percussion. Does a great job just being a consistent leader. Bulldogs pass to the right side.
Man, we met the ball there. Just gave an extra yard of cushion, or we're picking that off and running the other way. Big third down. They're going to go for it. Be nice to hold them to no gain or incompletion here.
I think that was Ty Stevens in coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was.
3rd down and 2. They're going to hand it to 14 like they've done it all night.
Nice job. Patrick Miller setting the edge there, keeping it on the inside shoulder, and then diving down and getting the knees.
Definitely think it's 4-down territory for the Bulldogs. They've yet to put anything on the board tonight. Lost a couple, so it brings up 4th down.
Big time play there. Go from
play.
4th and 2 to 4th and 4. And we got to figure out in these situations. Somebody's got to just step up and make a play and get us off the field.
Big time defensive stand. 4th down, 3 to go for the Bulldogs. Hand off. Little switcheroo in the backfield, but they got a chance to get him behind the line.
Yes.
Yep, they got him.
Great job. No penalties, boys.
How about that? Just a herd of Mustangs will bring him down.
And you saw that play hurt us in the first half, the reverse. And we had multiple Mustangs at home. Great job. Good job, Coach Rowe and the coaching staff to make that adjustment.
I think sometimes we expect teams in week 1 or week 2 to be as good as they're going to be. We expect them to be playoff ready, and they're just not. Teams have got to grow. Teams have got to get chemistry. Younger players have got to get those snaps under their belt. And I definitely think you're seeing a Mustang offense and defense grow up a little bit. Aiden Trimble looks like he's going to pick up about a long 6. Called his name a lot tonight. Ball spotted the 44-yard line. Scoreboard says 2nd down and 3. Mustangs wanting to play a little bit quick tonight with tempo. 4 receivers, kind of a spread look for them with Trimble in the backfield. Aiden's going to run hard, going to get the 1st down.
Still falls forward, and we're going to give them the 1st down. They're going to say bring the chains.
So a 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Clock also started to become a factor under 10 minutes here.
You would like to just do what you do. Control the game. If you're able to run it, you keep the clock running. You're burning clock. Be nice to burn a couple of minutes off this and put points on the board. Handoff, left side. Trimble going to jump over a guy. Going to pick up about 14. 1st down and 10 for the Mustangs. He's going to be tired tomorrow.
He's going to be tired, and they're going to be tired. You know, Bulldogs are getting up slower and slower.
Yeah.
We talked about that. Just that progression of him just pounding on you.
Bulldogs have a pretty small roster. It means a lot of their guys have to play both ways, just like ours do. It's not an uncommon thing in Class 4A. Some of the bigger programs like a Tuttle or Wagner seems to have 473 kids on their sideline. And off again. Going to go up the right side. Pick up about 4, maybe a long 3.
Big Gabe Grazier, 7, 8, 9 yards down the field, pancaking people.
Aiden took a wonky hit there.
He did. He kind of got bent over.
And he's just been a mule
He's a
for
workhorse.
this drive. Absolutely. So it's time for Nate to come in and give him just a breather. They're going to go with 4 receivers, 3 to the far side. I formation, Nate up the middle.
Good gain there. Going to get us below 8 minutes.
He'll pick up about 3. Brings up very third and manageable for your offense. You can do a lot in this situation as opposed to 3rd and 12 or 3rd and 9.
Take a shot. You can stay on schedule, run, and
You're in
I
4
bet
down
you see
territory
us.
too.
If we don't get a negative play here, this is probably 4 down territory.
Going to check with Wagner, make sure that's what we want to do. 3 receivers to the far side. Nate just being patient.
Good job by the
Gonna cut
offensive
inside,
line.
get the first down. Move the chains.
Gabe Grazier blocked the guy he was supposed to block to the ground and then went on to the second level, blocked another guy. And Nate was smart enough to just follow big number 52. Good job.
Burchett come in as a receiver for the Mustangs. Hand off up the middle. Not a lot there. Maybe a gain of a yard, bring up 2nd down and 9. Clock still ticking.
Clock is ticking. We're under 7 now.
At some point it becomes a game of numbers. Connor Lynham will come in. Aiden Trimble, after a water break, will come in. Big package, big tight end.
Good drive by the offense and Coach Wagner, bleeding the clock down, moving the
Streeter
ball.
to the far side. Ashton Wright, Braxton Moore to this side. Hand off to Trimble. Being patient, open up blocks on the right side, going to get outside. They'll bring him down, but not before he gets that 1st down and 10.
Coach Wagner wanting a horse collar, pulling him down by his collar. That's a dangerous play.
Yeah, it's another one of those safety rules.
Yeah.
You like to just watch Aiden. He almost puts that hand behind that blocker. He's
Press him.
patient.
Yeah.
Yeah, and lets that grass open up.
A lot of younger running backs are going to hit that as hard as they can. He lets it develop, and then pops outside.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
People start something great in their 40s and 50s. Getting your retirement savings on track is no different. Go to aceyourretirement.org, and in 3 minutes, you'll get personalized tips to help boost your retirement savings. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
These are the sounds of a dinner that almost didn't happen. A dinner now served, thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
6:22 left to play in the ball game. Coming up, it is Mother and Son Superhero Night. If your kids are in the lower elementary, want to make note of that. Moms and boys want to be here. I think they're doing it out on the stadium too, so it'll be a fun night. Christy and her team do a great job, as do all of our sites. Appreciate our principals, our teachers, our support staff, and all of their hard work. Tell you, guys been working is Jeff Cluck. Guy's busy.
Absolutely. Kind of managing all the buses, and we have a very large district, something like 170 square miles. Means a lot of bus routes.
We put a lot of miles on those buses.
A lot of bus routes.
If you want to drive a bus, certainly encourage you to apply.
Yeah, we will hook you up.
There's that same play where it comes in and cuts back out.
Nice job. Like to see that. Big Gabe Grazier getting up off the top of somebody. That's called a pancake block.
Going to pick up 7, brings up very manageable 2nd down and 3rd. You're inside your red zone. Brody Sappington will come
lineman type.
Blake called number 21's number tonight in our pregame show. Said he needs to have a big 9. I think Ashton his. I think you're going to be happy with his stats.
Good cut. They had good pressure there by the Bulldogs. Good cut to get it down to the 2, looks like.
Yeah, I think he's going to be just short of the first down. Like it's going to be 3rd down and inches.
And we're down to 5.5 minutes.
You're eating the clock. You're controlling the line of scrimmage, and you're about to put points on the board. Join us next Friday night on the road, Miami. Looks like Joe's just going to go under center and push it. Yep. Aiden's going to help him go all the way into the end zone. You were looking for a first down, but got the touchdown.
Yeah.
Stampede touchdown.
Gabe Grazer fired up. The offensive line should be fired up.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job by Jackson Llewellyn tonight, stepping in, starting, and playing every snap on the offensive line and doing a good job.
Jackson Burchett handles some of the kicking duties for the Mustangs.
And who's holding?
Oh, there he is. Yeah, Joe Griswold.
Joseph Griswold. If he doesn't do enough, he's also the holder.
Ball down, kick on the way.
Oh.
Oh. Is no bueno.
Looked wonky, like maybe we didn't get it on the tee.
They came. They brought pressure, too. I don't know, Blake, were you on that end? You didn't necessarily see if they got a hand on it.
I wasn't. It looked like you were talking about maybe not on the tee.
Yeah.
It didn't look like a clean catch, kind of a low snap, and the timing on that matters so much. And so, you mistime the hold and the snap, and, it just always got to play right to kick a good field goal.
Yeah, that tee he's talking about is probably 2 inches by 3 inches, so you got to receive the snap. Joe's got to get it down, spin the laces. There's a lot going on.
A lot of muscle memory.
Gets taken for granted.
At your center.
Yes.
Make sure he puts the ball where he needs to.
And you got to get it back there quick. You can't just kind of loaf the ball back.
And, too, when you're the kicker and you see, Skiatook sent pressure.
You're probably seeing that.
Yeah, it's just steps may rush you a little bit, and so.
We had great kickoff coverage last time. We kicked it deep. Be interesting to see if we do that again. We have a myriad of kickoffs at our disposal.
Nonetheless, Mustangs have a 20-point lead. So far, have been able to shut out the Bulldogs and keep them off the scoreboard. Nate Morrow is going to kick it away for Oologah with 5:12 left to play. And here's the kick.
Do a deeper corner. Is it going to stay in bounds? Oh, they're going to say it touched out of bounds. I think it did.
And he was right there. He would have an angle on.
That was such a almost amazing kick.
Yep. Want to thank some of our sponsors like Bradford Minerals, Subway Daylight Donuts, right in Oologah, Edwin Evers Pecans, Burns Propane, Inkwell Printing, Stout Construction, Froman Oil and Propane, Neely Insurance, Dozier Diesel, Raising Cane's Chicken, Alley Herald and Remax Realtors, Kent Jensen and Edward Jones Investment, and Oologah Assembly of God. Appreciate all of our sponsors helping with our broadcast and helping with Mustang football. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 35-yard line.
Interesting to see the wing tee now. It's not really designed to come back. They're going to put the ball in the air. They're going to have to with no running backs in the backfield.
This receiver's very antsy.
Oh.
Yeah, how is he not?
I guess you can go backwards. I guess it's not a false start if you're going backwards. You're almost like in motion.
Wagner's asking, hey, what are we doing here? What are we doing with our lives?
He wants an explanation.
He does, and he deserves it. It should have been a false start. When you're set, it doesn't matter who. One guy can go in motion, but
you hit the nail on the head. Something was wonky and he jumped. Oh,
pass on the right side.
Good job, Ashton Wright.
Gain of about 5 for the Bulldogs. Bring up 3rd down and 5. It's Cherokee Nation Game of the Week next Friday night at Miami. Pregame will start at 6:30. Yep, there we go. Homecoming got me tonight, so pregame will be at 6:30. Kickoff time will be at 7 o'clock. They'll say he gained 6 on the pitch and catch. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Double move.
Way overthrows his receiver.
Had some good pressure there by Corey Eaton and Brody Sappington. So I think that's what forced it because we bid on the double move. So
we did not play Skiatook last year because of COVID. That game got canceled, I think, Wednesday before, maybe Tuesday before.
Yeah, they got quarantined, and just with our scheduling. No, we went through a stretch where we played 3 games in 8 days.
Yeah.
And just couldn't find a date to make that up.
Skiatook a couple of years ago, pretty competitive team, but I think they got bit by the transfer bug, and that can happen sometimes. They'll punt it away. Streeter's just going to let it bounce. And they'll stop it at the 20-yard line. Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 with 4:15 left on the clock.
Interesting. Blake, are you surprised they punted there?
I am. I don't really understand that.
Odds are stacked against you, but you're basically saying
they're kind of giving up. I mean, which you can kind of see that they're kind of looking for, a way to quit, and I think we're just pounding on them. I think they're just done with it.
Tired. We've been there. We understand. But it's kind of like if you're a fan of football and you watch kind of old Nebraska football, they were great. But if you can get up on them, they're not made to come back from 20 down. They're not made to sling it around, and that's the downfall of like a wing T type situation.
3 receivers, I formation for the Mustangs. They're going to do what they've done, just hand it off to Aiden Trimble. He'll fall forward. Looks like he's going to get long 7 on the carry.
Got a player down, maybe?
Special thanks to our camera technician. Couldn't do any of this if it wasn't for Brett Wigington.
No doubt.
He's the man, the myth, the legend. Got a great career in camera operating.
He does a good job. You kind of forget about that part of it, where the camera's just always aimed where we're wanting to talk. And he does a good job.
Johnny Daramo provides us with stats. He does the coaching staff. Handoff, Nate Morrow.
Good job, Nate.
First down. He's actually going to pick up about 7. Good run for the Mustangs. Keeps the clock running.
Yep.
Nope. Looks like maybe he got out of bounds.
No.
Oh, okay.
Set the
Absolutely.
chains.
My apologies. Yep.
So you're going to see us kind of go the opposite of what we were doing and probably slow it down. You're down to single-digit snaps now as long as the clock keeps running.
Yeah. Pick up 1 first down, and we're done. Hand off to Nate up the left side.
Oh, stayed on his feet. Low center of gravity.
One guy had him. He was able to spin left, get out of that. Pick up a long 5, maybe 6 yards on the carry. He's going to have a good night on the stat book.
Yep.
I think you see that across the board for the Mustangs. We've had a good night.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I think the coaches were expecting a good night. They just didn't know.
You still got to go out and perform.
You still got to go out. Yeah, I mean, a couple of things go your way early or don't go your way early, and
it hasn't been perfect. I mean, we had a turnover on the goal line.
Absolutely.
Early in that third quarter, Blake talked about we're kind of snake bit in that third quarter, and we're going to need to clean that up next week to go beat the War Dogs.
Check some scores for you as we get ready to wrap things up. Three receivers for Oologah. They're in an I formation. Hand off to Nate. Just looking for a big hole.
Our opponents from last week, Grove Ridge Runners.
And he got the first down. How about that?
42-13 over Catoosa right now. And the game for us, 2 teams that we haven't played yet, Miami at Cleveland. The Cleveland Tigers are winning right now 23-17, and that's showing in the third quarter.
Those are going to be important games for us, especially when it comes to playoffs and playoff positioning when it comes to district.
And they're still showing Wagner, Bristow 0-0.
Somebody's not reporting a score.
You know, Squirtle's a little bit like Wikipedia.
you gotta trust who's posting.
Yeah, you can post anything you want for a little bit.
I will say normally.
It's normally really accurate. They
Wagner
do a good job.
Fans love to post on some Squirtle now.
They do. I'd like to point out I'm from Coweta. We've been beating Wagner since '95. I'm just used to it, so I tell the kids that all the time. They just look at me like, you're old.
Skiatook's going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
To buy your home, you became a house hunting ace. Learned about loans, scoured neighborhoods, and asked the right questions. Now you're queen of your castle. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you'll feel empowered to own your retirement like you own your home. Go to aceyourretirement.org. Because when it comes to clearing financial hurdles, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
And Mama, how you feeling?
Great, and I'm ready for you today.
I'm checking in on you. Morning meditation?
Check.
Dressed and ready to work out?
Check.
Check your blood pressure yet?
And check.
Boom! Great job, Mom. And about those gold earrings?
No, ma'am.
Now more than ever, it's important that we protect our hearts and the hearts of those we love. Monitor your blood pressure daily and help each other stay motivated. Rally your squad to take the online pledge at releasethepressure.org. Brought to you by the Release the Pressure Coalition and the Ad Council.
Mustangs, handoff, right side, Nate Morrow.
Another first down.
Another first down, a good night of running for the Mustangs on that offensive line. And
Look at Coach Wagner. He is still coaching.
Yeah. Talk about unit groups. We talked about how important it would be for the receivers, and I feel like they've done a good job tonight just taking some pressure off AJ. But, man, I got to tell you guys, if we're going to do a player of the game, I'm going to give it to the whole offensive line.
Yeah, they've done a good job. It started with there. When we've had time, we've hit on the passing game. And we have just been pounding the rock. I don't know how many rushing attempts we have, probably close to 40. And, you know, they're sometimes getting 4 or 5 yards down the field before they even get touched or have to cut back. So, big-time job by that group. Good job, Coach Messner, who coaches our offensive line.
43 seconds and counting with Nate Morrow loose again up the middle.
That should do it. I bet we don't snap it. You got Wagner taking the headset off. We're getting fist bumps. Doing what you need to do in district play. Get back on the right track. You can hear Coach Wagner. He's fired up, saying good job. High-fiving everybody. High-fiving Riley Robinson. Hopefully we'll have him back next week off the injury list. So, good time.
We will
good
be
homecoming
on
week.
The interwebs next Friday night, 6:30 for our pregame. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock on the road at Miami. I hope you can join us in person, but if not, catch us on the YouTube or Facebook Live.
Absolutely.
I love the fact that last year, just because of COVID, I mean, they let guys play a full game wrestling around out there, but didn't let them high-five at the end. So, yeah.
We heard a lot about that, how wonky that was.
Yeah.
You know what? I've appreciated this year. Every game we've played, we've seen this. We've seen great sportsmanship. We're helping kids up. We're helping kids stretch from the other team. You know, and a lot of our kids, because of competitive, different baseball, this or that, we know these kids.
Sure.
So just part of it, and I'm glad to see both sides do that.
For the most part in this district, these schools are within an hour's drive. Some of them even closer than that. These are probably our closest neighbors at Skiatook. Blake, go see if you can grab Coach. He's feeling waspy.
Going to probably be hard-pressed to get him away from the fight song. He
does love that fight song.
We can probably drag this out a little bit. And again, this is what Coach Matthews, John Matthews, our band director, is talking about. He intentionally goes and seeks out the cheerleaders in the band.
Yeah.
They're part of it, and he loves that they're a part of it, and he wants to include them in this victory because it's everyone's Oologah's victory.
Busy week for the Mustangs. Softball
is Wednesday and Thursday. That got moved because of football, so we travel to Stigler, so that's a little note of interest if you're wanting to go down there and play.
Let's talk about that for just a second. Actually got pretty lucky.
Well, we got a good draw.
Got a good draw.
And I think that's a testament to how many close games we played. You know, they do a ranking system. We're going to Stigler. Obviously, they're hosting, so they're the number 1 seed. We're going to open up with Fort Gibson, the Fort Gibson Tigers, on Wednesday at 2 p.m. And then win or lose, you play again on Wednesday. So you got to win 3 if you don't lose. So if you can win 3 straight, you're on to the state tournament.
Off to the state tournament. Would wish the best to Coach Brown and Coach Jan and those girls. They have worked hard. I'll tell you what, it's just been a scrappy team.
They're fun. I say it all the time. You got a group of kids that really like each other and play hard. You can have a lot of fun and win a lot of games, and that's what you're seeing. And they're fun to watch. If you've been out there to see them, you know what we're talking about.
They are young. Looks like Coach Wagner's going to huddle up the guys. We're going to let him do it. Guys, it has been a joy. Blake Salt, you did a great job down on the sideline. It's been a lot of fun having you as a part of the broadcast. Kevin Hogue, thank you so much.
Enjoyed it.
For my camera guy that is just the best in the business, Brett Wigington, Johnny Daramo, Rick Fisher, who makes all this happen. For Blake Salt, Kevin Hogue, my name is Brent Kellogg. Guys, I hope you have, hey, are you going to catch him? Is he going to talk to you? Huh? All right.
Let's grab Coach
BK
Wagner.
was wrapping it up.
So here we go. Coach Wagner here. It's homecoming 2021. stars aligned for the Mustangs tonight. Everything looked good. We got a win in district play. What do you think, Coach?
Really excited about the win and the shutout. It's a little bit stressful in the first half because they've been wing T through 4 weeks, and they come out and spread a lot of what we call jacks, 3x1 with the tight end, running some outside zone, a few other things off of it. So that our kids really hung in there and battled. AJ Streeter had a big knockaway on a 4th and short. We got a drive stopped early in the first. I think it was their first possession. We got a drive stop, but we also make it hard on ourselves too. We gave up a 3rd and 16, another 3rd and long, a fumble where we're getting ready to punch it in. So we still find a way to make it exciting. I hope everybody got their money's worth, but we just soon it'd be a little more lopsided than that. But proud of our kids. You know, I thought they practiced really well this week. We've been on them, we've been pushing them, but I'm proud of them. They did a good job.
Thank you, Coach. Good job.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, head coach Darren Wagner. 20-0, the final score. Mustangs are on the air next Friday night on the road at Miami. Pre-game will start at 6:30, kick off at 7. Kevin,
yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We'll see you there.
You guys have a good one. Good night, everybody.